I did earlier with Oriole head coach Charlie Gunsel. Welcome, Oriole football fans, to the House of Flavors Manufacturing pregame coaches interview. Coach Charlie Gunsel. Before we get started with the interview, just to have you know that the last 7-0 victory for the Orioles came on September 22nd, 2006 against Howard City Tri-County.
Yeah, I was a part of that. I had forgotten. Actually, in 05, we lost to Fruitport 7-0, and then came back in 06 and beat Howard City Tri-County 7-0. So it has happened. It was a great effort last week defensively, and we're going to need that plus more this week.
First meeting between Muskegon, Oakridge, and Ludington since 1978. In fact, the two teams have only met twice, in 77 and 78. The teams are 1-1 against each other. Long time ago, 1978. Now Ludington's in the West Michigan Conference. Oakridge has been one of the just powerhouse teams of the West Michigan Conference for a few decades now.
Yeah, even when I got to town in '99, Oakridge was winning games and winning state championships. So they've been doing this for a long time. It's a great program with great kids and great coaches. So they have a tradition of winning, and that's what we're trying to get. And so, to come into this ball game 3-0 and have them sitting at 3-0, just a tremendous challenge for our guys, and we're excited. This is the fourth week in a row we've gotten on a bus and gone somewhere. We're probably the last team in the state to play a home game. But it's exciting. I think our kids are, we're senior heavy. We have a lot of maturity, so we're looking forward to the opportunity to play Oakridge tonight.
Oriole fans are going to see something tonight they've not seen in a long time. That Oakridge, they really get behind their football team. The whole community comes out. It is quite an atmosphere down there. I've been to a couple playoff games down there.
Yeah, they love their football, and they support it. And like you said, the place is going to be packed tonight. And it'll be a great environment for our kids to play in. And we talked about remaining relevant, when you're winning, you're relevant. If you start to fall back and then people aren't talking about you, that's not as much fun. So in order for us to continue on this streak, we're going to need special efforts in all three phases. Offense, defense, and special teams. I think last week we stalled a little bit offensively. I think we got conservative on my part, but defensively they carried us through. And so tonight, we're going to have to be more aggressive. We're going to have to be a little bit more wide open, just because Oakridge is set up. The way they're set up is to make you throw the ball. They're not just going to let you line up and run the ball at them. They're too big, they're too strong, they're too well coached. So we're going to need to improve in that area, and also we're going to need our special teams to really execute. When we get down there, we need points. And so a lot of pressure on those kids, but they're ready for it. So we're excited for it.
Oakridge, pretty much the same Oakridge they've been for many years as far as offensively and defensively. They line up. I know they like to pound the ball, but do they have they opened it up a little bit under Coach Kerry Harger?
Yeah, they're much more diverse. That's probably one thing that makes them so difficult. I think if they just lined up and pounded you, you'd have to be in for a long night. But they've got tremendous quarterbacks in that system, a tremendous tailback in the Johns kid, probably the most talented kid we've seen, and that includes the young man from Petoskey. They're very diverse in what they do, and they move you around defensively, so you can't just line up. The other thing we've stressed this week defensively is we have to change up our looks in the secondary. We have to create pressure because this quarterback is very poised, and he's very, very accurate, and he has tremendous receivers on the outside. So, again, a tremendous challenge for us defensively. And what they do defensively is what they do. They're hard-nosed kids. They're going to try to pin you in the box and not let you get to the edge. And so we have to then be able to counter that with some, a little bit more creative play calling on my behalf and a lot more change of direction. We can't just line up and toss it to Trey. As much fun as that is, they're going to sniff that out pretty quick.
Sure. They have three impressive wins over Sparta, Muskegon Catholic, and last week they handled Manistee very easily. What I wanted to ask you, Coach, is health-wise, how is your team doing?
We're healthy. We're getting guys back, which is great. We played a couple of juniors last night to get them ready. So we're getting healthier, and I think that helps. It helps as far as depth. It helps as far as running guys on and off the field. We are really close to playing 11 guys on offense and 11 guys on defense, and that's ideally where we want to be, especially up front. Those guys tire out, and the more guys we can rotate through there, the better effort we're going to get.
Well, good luck, Coach, to you and your staff and to the Orioles as they visit Muskegon Oakridge tonight, the fourth of four straight road games to open the season before your boys come home next week to take on the Montague Wildcats. But first things first, you have a very talented Muskegon Oakridge team in front of you tonight. Look forward to talking to you after the ball game, Coach.
All right, Scoop, thanks.
House of Flavors Manufacturing has been producing and distributing quality ice cream since 1937. The company is a contract manufacturer of private label ice cream for some of the premier food store brands, as well as a provider of premium bulk ice cream for scoop shops and restaurants around the United States. For the 220 dedicated workers, employment at House of Flavors Manufacturing is worthwhile work as it brings fun and joy into people's daily lives and important celebrations. The business is always striving to make people smile while enjoying its delicious ice cream. House of Flavors Manufacturing is pleased to be an important corporate citizen and premier employer in the Ludington community. Yummy House of Flavors ice cream, sold around the world, is made right here in Ludington. House of Flavors Manufacturing is proud to help keep our hometown dynamic. You can learn more about House of Flavors Manufacturing at www.houseofflavors.com.
You deserve more than just a fast quote when it comes to your insurance. With over 12 decades of experience, we at Smith & Eddy are here to provide you with the best information and to stand by your side when you need us most. With offices in Ludington, Scottville, and Manistee, we are happy to help at wherever home may be. Let our team of highly trained professionals help you find the best insurance to secure your lifestyle needs. The security you need from the people you know. Smith & Eddy Insurance.
Welcome back to Oakridge High School. Scoop Hansen, Evan Cruzy, Braden Crowline, Julia Habman, the Orioles Sports Network team, along with 102.7 WMOM, bringing you tonight's game between the Ludington Orioles and the Muskegon Oakridge Eagles. Both teams 3-0 on the season. Both teams 1-0 in the West Michigan Conference Lakes Division. Here are your starting lineups. First, for the Oakridge Eagles on offense, starting at quarterback number 3, Matt Danachek. He is a senior. The running backs are number 34, Trevor Jones. He is a junior. The slot backs, number 30, Chris Knapp, a senior. And number 1, Braden Cunningham, a junior. The wide receivers, number 4, Ty Maitland, a senior. Number 7, Evan Miller. He is just a sophomore. The offensive line for the Eagles, the left tackle, number 50, Taven Watson. He is a senior. The left guard, 53, Riley Bean. He's a senior. The center, number 64, Gage Lowry, a senior. The right guard, number 66, Aiden Johnston. He is a junior. And the right tackle, number 60, Evan Joza. He is just a sophomore. On defense for the Eagles, here is how they will look, and here are their starters. We start off on the defensive line, number 2, Wyatt Douglas. He will be a defensive end. The other defensive lineman, number 34, Trevor Jones. He's a junior. The defensive tackles are 53, Riley Bean. He's a senior. And number 55, Kyle Weaver is senior. We are told they are both very active. The the nose guard. We got to get the nose guard in there, number 66, Aiden Johnston. The linebackers for the Eagles, number 24, Julian Primer. He is a junior. And number 14, Brody Jennings, a junior. In the secondary for the Eagles, number 27, Brian Elizondo. He's a senior. He is a safety. The other defensive backs, number 5, Arnando Rapp, a junior. He is a cornerback. Number 3, Matt Danachek. He is a senior. He is a cornerback. And the safety, number 1, Braden Cunningham, a junior. For the Orioles, starting on offense, the quarterback, number 15, Chase Hackert. He is a senior. The tailback, number 5, Trey Forfinski, is senior. The H-back, or the fullback, number 9, Levi Lehman. He is a senior.
Here with Coach Chris and
senior. The wide receivers, number 11, Nathan Gilchrist, a senior, and number 1, Gage Jones, a junior. Offensive line for the Orioles, the right tackle, 54, Adam Keffer. He's a senior. The right guard, 52, Charlie Gamble, a junior. The center, number 55, Michael Nichols. He is a junior. And the left tackle, 62, Corbin Wagonmaker, a junior. The left guard, 53, Will Luce. He is a junior. On defense for the Orioles, starting on the defensive line, number 60, Miguel Mendez. He's a defensive end. He is a senior. The other defensive end, number 30, Dom Wheaton, a sophomore. The defensive tackles are 50, Colby Nelson, a senior. I met him this week. Nice young man. The nose tackle, 28, Derek Dunsel. He is a junior. The secondary for the Orioles, 24, Daniel Ramirez is the strong safety. He's a junior. The other strong safety, 14, Aiden Gilchrist, a senior. The cornerback, 11, Nathan Gilchrist, a senior. The free safety, number 1, Gage Jones, a junior, and the cornerback, Cole Johnson, he is a senior. The linebackers, Trey Forfinski, number 5, and Levi Lehman, number 9, both seniors. And here we go, the kickoff. Ludington will kick off. It's a short sky kick and caught there at about the 33-yard line of Ludington. Good job covering that, Evan, the Orioles on that opening kickoff.
Yeah, it's good to see. We've talked about special teams a lot this year. It's good to see a good start. It looked like Joe Ben's leading the way, making a tackle.
Number 6, Jonathan Weiner. And number 20, Joel.
We want to thank PM Builders, our exclusive starting lineup sponsor, and also House of Flavors Manufacturing, our exclusive pregame sponsor. We had a few little glitches here, but it looks like we're off and running. Braden's looking at me right now with a thumbs up, and I had no
never a doubt.
Never a doubt with you, Braden.
Best in the business.
He's the best technical engineer in the state of Michigan. All right, here we go. 1st and 10 for the Muskegon Oakridge Eagles. First meeting between the two schools since 1978. And here we go, Oakridge on their first offensive play, and they give it to their star running back. And Ludington does a pretty good job right there, stacking up the Oriole running back right there, and that was
Oakridge. That's Trevor Jones.
34, Trevor Jones. 34 Jones on the carry, and the stop made there by Miguel Mendez, number 60 for the Orioles. A gain of 5 on the play, so 2nd down and 5 for Muskegon Oakridge, just underway from this beautiful facility here. And 2nd down, Danachek looks to pass. He'll get the pass away. He's got a receiver breaking out there in the pass. Nice job out there by the Orioles. Nathan Gilchrist breaking that one up. And, boy, Danachek just showed his arm strength.
Good arm strength there, but he was still a little underthrown. Great effort there by Nathan Gilchrist. Almost laid out, made an interception there. Would have been a huge play for the Orioles to get this started.
And I believe that was Evan Miller, the intended receiver there, number 7. That'll bring up a 3rd and 5 for Muskegon Oakridge. Ludington coming off that 7-0 victory last Friday at Fremont. This is the Orioles' 4th straight road game, folks, and they finally get their home opener.
We're almost there.
Their home opener next Friday at Oriole Field against the Montague Wildcats.
Like Coach Council said, I think we're the last team to play a home game in the state of Michigan.
All right, 3rd and 5, Montague. They'll give the ball to Miller. He breaks a tackle. Uh-oh, he's got some opening there, and he had some open space, and he breaks it across midfield to about the Oriole 46-yard line. And Aiden Gilchrist on the tackle right there. And good thing Gilchrist brought him down, Evan, or he might be running into the end zone right now.
You know, that's going to be kind of a preview with the big challenge for the Oriole defense tonight, right? Trevor Jones is a beast. He's leading a lot of categories in the West Michigan Conference. He's no mystery there. Stopping him is going to be priority number 1 for the Oriole defense. And Coach J.P. Dinas.
Jones, one of the better backs in West Michigan, just a junior, 6'1", 185-pound running back from Muskegon Oakridge. And also, we've heard great things about Danachek as well, their quarterback, and he has a nice run right there. He just went right up the gut with that, Evan, and he's got the ball down past the inside the Oriole 40-yard line. Gage Jones on the tackle for the Orioles. Ball on the Orioles just about to the 39-yard line.
Well, we know one thing. Oakridge isn't going to be afraid to run up the gut here, so the Oriole defensive front better be ready to get a good push to get going here.
2nd down and 4 for Muskegon Oakridge. Ball at the Oriole 39-yard line. Danachek, he'll give it now to Miller, and Miller, Jones on the carry right there. Nice gain. He's got the ball down to about the 32-yard line.
Number 34, Trevor Jones.
That was Aiden Gilchrist. Aiden Gilchrist has been very active, and that's not what you like to hear when the defensive coordinator. You want your defensive linemen and your linebackers making the majority of your tackles.
Yeah, up front, we're getting pushed back pretty good to start. Got to make an adjustment early here, especially as we get close to the red zone scoop.
1st and 10 for the Oakridge Eagles, and now Danachek draws the Orioles offside right there. Went on the hard count, the old Peyton Manning hard count right there. Muskegon Oakridge in gray jerseys. They're gray, a dark gray.
It's a good look. I like it.
It is. It is a nice look. It's a gray top, blue pants, blue numerals trimmed in white, and then the white lettering. Blue helmet with the eagle. I think it's a very sharp helmet. Ludington in their white away jerseys.
We've seen them a lot.
4th straight week.
They're going to be put away for a while finally, but looking forward to seeing the home jerseys for the first time.
White pants, black helmet with that orange O. And there's a pass. Oh, good job there by Cole Johnson. Cole Johnson almost had himself an interception, but the Oakridge receiver turned into a defensive back right there.
Yeah, great job by Cole to read that, recognize it, make a break, break up a play. Great job by Cole. He's had a nice year all along.
I'm going to bring up a 2nd down and 5 for the Eagles. 9:42 to go in the first quarter. The Oriole Sports Network and 102.7 WMOM pleased to be bringing you tonight's game, our 4th straight road game. Finally get a home game next week at Oriole Field. The Orioles and the Montague Wildcats.
Big game for Montague this week, too.
Yeah, Montague's got a huge game tonight. It's the Battle of the Bell. They take on Whitehall. All right, now Danachek keeps. Danachek and the Orioles, it takes about 3 or 4 Orioles to bring him down, running hard right there. So Nathan Gilchrist. Also on the tackle for the Orioles was Miguel Mendez, who's been very active this first possession here, first defensive stand for the Orioles.
Every game, Miguel has gotten better and better since we started Petoskey. It's really good to see. Hopefully that trend continues as we keep moving through this year.
An impressive opening drive here by the Eagles. They have a 3rd and 3 right now. 9:09 to go in the opening quarter. And that is the Eagles' talented running back right there. That's Trevor Jones, and he has a Eagle first down. Nathan Gilchrist in on the tackle over there. You're going to see the Orioles are going to have to flock to him because it takes more than just one person to bring him down.
We've seen a lot of backs like that this year with Petoskey, Fremont, right? So we should be used to this. You got to fly the ball, swarm the ball, gang tackle here because one guy, once again, as we saw a great stiff arm there by running back Trevor Jones, one guy's not going to be able to do it.
Yeah, we saw, as you said, we saw that last week at Fremont, and we saw it opening week at Petoskey with their star running back. 1st and 10 for the Eagles, 8:41 to go in the opening quarter. Got a pair of 3-0 teams going at it right here, and the first time the Orioles and Eagles have met since 1978. There's a run, and that's going to be a touchdown for Oakridge. Trevor Jones on a 21-yard touchdown run. He made that look easy, Evan.
That whole drive will look easy, Scoop. You know, pretty simple play calling. Go up the gut, get a good push, let your star running back take it up the middle. Orioles going to have to make an adjustment because if that's the case, it's going to be a long night.
You got to give the Oakridge offensive line a lot of credit right there, too.
Absolutely. Starts with the big men up front. They never get enough love, no matter what the team is. Big men make those kind of plays work.
Looks like Oakridge, looks like they're going to go for 2 here.
Yep, looks like it.
On the extra point attempt. 21-yard touchdown run by running back Trevor Jones, and Oakridge will go for 2 here. Danachek will give the ball, and still fighting right there, and he's getting a big push. No whistle yet, and no good. Ludington's defense holds the extra point right here in your score with 8:29 to go in the opening quarter from Muskegon Oakridge. The Muskegon Oakridge Eagles 6, the Ludington Orioles nothing. Back in 60 here on the OSN and 102.7 WMOM.
When you think about your banking needs, the first place that should come to mind is Safe Harbor Credit Union. We put people over profits and shows in everything we do. I'm Adam Johnson, President and CEO at Safe Harbor Credit Union and former Ludington Oriole athlete. We're excited to once again be the premier halftime show sponsor for the Oriole Sports Network. At Safe Harbor Credit Union, we always put the members first. And here, you're more than just a number, you're family. If you haven't experienced the credit union difference, there's never been a better time to switch. We value our relationships with these student athletes. You can find us in the stands cheering for that next win, or find us in your local classrooms teaching financial literacy. That's what we value, being the local financial institution you can trust with all of your banking needs. When you invest with us, all of your money will be invested locally with local decision making. Your success is our success. We belong to you. Check us out at our new location at 5511 West US 10 in Ludington. We can't wait to have you join our family.
Ryan Cribbins has kicked off for Muskegon Oakridge, and fielding it for the Orioles is that, that's Nathan Gilchrist. And Gilchrist gets the ball out over the Oriole 35-yard line. Again, the Oakridge kicker, number 9, Ryan Cribbins, 5'10", 145-pound senior. Pretty nice high kick right there. Wasn't real deep. Nathan Gilchrist came up and fielded it.
Nice return, good field position for the Orioles to get started here. Really curious to see what Coach Gunsel and Coach Gill do offensively here, what the game plan is against this Oakridge D.
And I'm also interested in seeing how Chase Hackert does last night. I mean, he had a decent game last week, but compared to his first 2.
Last week was the first week Chase really struggled, so it's going to be interesting to see how he bounces back.
And his first pass is complete.
Wow, there's an athletic play by Gage Jones.
Nice catch out there by Gage Jones.
Looks like the turf monster got him.
Yeah, and in
Number 3, Matt Danachek.
on defense out there for Oakridge was Matt Danachek, who's also their quarterback. He gets credit for the stop right there, but a nice first down play there. The net 7 yards. It brings up a 2nd and 3 for the Orioles with 7:55 remaining in the opening quarter. Oakridge up 6-0.
I think that you're going to see a lot of those kind of quick passes get Chase going here. They're going to want to get him in rhythm after last week, right? Try to get his confidence going. I'm expect to see more of that from the Oriole offense.
We're hoping for a big game from Trey Forfinski as well. Levi Lehman in motion for the Orioles. Now he'll set up at slot back, and a keeper right there, not much. In fact, maybe a yard there for Chase Hackert on the quarterback keeper. Oakridge doing a real good job, and we heard that the Eagles defensive tackles, Riley Bean and Kyle Weaver, we've heard how very active they are on that defensive line for Oakridge.
This is the biggest test for the Oriole offensive line as well here, so it's really going to be important for them to win out front.
3rd and 2. Hackert's pass is incomplete. Oh, he got rid of that a little bit sooner than he wanted to. Intended out there for Aiden Gilchrist, and a low pass right there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and 2. Orioles are going to be forced to punt, and not what Coach Charlie Gunsel and the Orioles were hoping to do on their opening offensive possession.
No, missed opportunity there because he did have a man open here. Just kind of underthrew, put it on the ground.
Yeah.
Maybe a little jumpy here the first drive. Got to, once again, settle in here. Kind of feel the game out, but you got to take advantage of plays when you get them like that.
Miles Wilson set the punt for the Orioles. Here's a nice snap there by Big Country, Matthew Westhouse, and a good punt and a fair catch right there made by, I believe that was Danachek. Yes, the Eagle quarterback made that fair catch right there. So it'll be 1st and 10 for Muskegon Oakridge. They lead 6-0, 6:59 to go. We're going to stay right here and tell you about our exclusive pregame sponsor, House of Flavors Manufacturing. Delicious House of Flavors ice cream sold around the world, made right here in Ludington. House of Flavors Manufacturing, proud to help keep our hometown dynamic and support Ludington Oriole sports. Producing and distributing quality ice cream since 1937, and pleased to be an important corporate citizen and premier employer in the Ludington community. That's House of Flavors Manufacturing. Learn more at www.houseofflavors.com. Here's a run now, and that was Trevor Jones on the carry. Not much right there. Miguel Mendez, again, very active these first 2 defensive possessions for the Orioles. Gain of 3 on the play. 2nd down and 7. It was just down to House of Flavors last night, Evan.
How'd it go?
Right after the JV. Right after the JV football game, Ludington unfortunately lost that game 28-0 to Oakridge last night at Oriole Field. Went down there and had a Michigan pothole cone. Very, very good. Okay, back to action here. Danachek's pass. He's got it out. Receiver breaking. He's got it. And a saving touchdown tackle there by Gage Jones. But what a pass. Boy, he dropped that right into Chris Knapp's arms. Danachek, very impressive. He just flicked his wrist on that. A perfect rainbow toss right there. This kid's got some arm strength, Evan. And he's got some accuracy.
Absolutely dropped that one in the bucket there. Gage Jones got beat one-on-one. Great job recognizing that, too, by Oakridge there. Trusting your wide receiver to go beat him. And he had a step on him the entire way, if not 2 steps.
All the way to the Oriole 25-yard line. 1st and 10 for Oakridge. 6:05 to go, opening quarter. And here comes number 34, once again, Trevor Jones.
Number 34.
And he's brought down there by the Orioles, Aiden Gilchrist. Yeah, the Danachek's pass right there looked effortless. The way he just...
I mean, this is the best quarterback we've seen up to this point. It's going to be a challenge. Probably one of the best running backs and the best quarterback. So pick your poison here for the Oriole defense. Try to stop both.
2nd down and 5. Gain of 5 on that play by the Eagle running back, Trevor Jones. Again, we mentioned Oakridge winning state championships in 1997, 2005, and 2008. Now there goes Danachek, and he's inside the Oriole 5 before Gage Jones brings him down. So another big gain there by the Oakridge quarterback, Matt Danachek. Talking about that, Evan, in 97, they were the Class CC state champions, and
97, that's still a while ago.
97.
I was 1 year old back then.
05 and 08, Division 5 state champions.
That's more my era. Now we're getting there.
All right, 5:13 to go, opening quarter. Oakridge up 6-0. They're threatening again right now. They're at the Oriole 5-yard line. Matt Danachek, the Eagle quarterback, he'll give now, and still on his feet, breaking tackles was Trevor Jones. Oriole defense that took 3 guys to wrap them up there.
The first one there was Dom Wheaton. I think I saw Dom get in there. But yes, it took 3 guys.
Looked like Colby Nelson was also involved. Yeah, it was a pretty good for a little bit ago. Larry Ames, big Oriole fan, was up here, stopped in to say hello, and he said he was with another Oriole basketball great, Barry Plinus. They're here taking the game in tonight. Yes, Barry Plinus on that great 1975 Ludington boys basketball team. Here's a end around there. Oh, good job there by the Orioles, number 24, Daniel Ramirez. And he brings down the slot back, Chris Knapp. And also, I got word from Larry Ames that Big Jake Plamondon is here tonight taking in the game.
A lot of Oriole faithful. We look across the field here. It looks like a good showing. Looks like some students, some parents, some community members. Good to see the Oriole Nation travel.
I'm looking forward to seeing if Jake's got that same hairstyle and that same look that he has in his profile photo for the Fair State Bulldogs.
Whoever his barber is, he needs to fire him immediately. He needs a new one.
Big Jake up to 287 pounds we're hearing. Danachek will keep. Danachek, and he's going to be stopped right there. And leading the charge, big Colby Nelson, number 50.
Huge opportunity for the Orioles to try to get a goal line stop here, try to get the momentum back on their side.
I met Colby the other day when I went over to interview Adam Keffer, and really nice young man. I was chatting with him for a bit, and he come up and he said, "Hey, are you our guy that does our football games, the play-by-play?" I said, "Well, who are you?"
He didn't know who you were.
And I said,
famous guy in town.
He goes, "Hey, I'm Colby now." I said, "Well, I'm a big fan of yours, Colby." Yeah. All right, that's going to bring up a 4th and goal to go for the Muskegon Oakridge Eagles. 4th and goal
from the 3
3-yard line. Oakridge with a 6-0 lead. Second game the Orioles have had this year on the AstroTurf. The other game was at Petoskey. Danachek will keep, and he, I believe, is in the end zone. Let's see here.
I don't know.
I think they're going to mark him short. Let's see here. The one official, the side official is coming up here right now, and
I think he's short.
Wow, give it up for the Oriole defense there, Evan.
I think I saw Dom Wheaton and Colby once again there.
Big Colby.
Excellent job. He kind of flipped him over. I made him lose his footing. He wasn't able to get a push, and they were stopping at the 1.
That's an impressive defensive stop right there for the Orioles. Colby Nelson and also
I think I saw Dom in there once again.
Big Dom Wheaton right there doing a real nice job plugging up the middle. Ludington trails 6-0 right now, and they got the ball. The good news is they stopped them. The bad news is the offense has the ball at their own 1-yard line.
This is where Trey needs to come in here. Just try to get some breathing room here as we get started on this drive. Obviously not where you want to be, but hey, like you said, at least we stopped them.
Yes. Ludington up 6-0, 2:49 to go, opening quarter. And the Orioles take over on offense. This is their second offensive possession, and they start at their own 1-yard line. Hackert now, he'll go, and there's a safety. Oh, there's a safety right there. He handed off to Trey Forfinski. Trey lost his footing before he got started right there, and there were 2 Oakridge Eagles right in his face anyway, Evan, and there's a safety.
That play was destined for fail right away. The offensive line kind of fell back there. Trey was 5 yards in the end zone. Like I said, once the footing was gone, it was over.
Look at that defensive penetration by the Muskegon Oakridge Eagles, and now they take an 8-0 lead after the safety right there, and now Ludington has to kick the ball back to Oakridge on the safety.
That's just a tough break for the Orioles. They're just not what you wanted, obviously. Thought we had some momentum back, gave it right back to Oakridge.
We want to thank PM Builders, our exclusive starting lineup sponsor. They are located at 913 South Washington Avenue in Ludington. Pierre Marquette Builders construct quality homes in the West Michigan area. If you're looking to build, give Scott Latimer a call to set up an appointment, 231-398-7463. Also a shout out to Benedict's Auto Center, providing the best in auto body repairing and painting since the 40s. Benedict's Auto Center would like to remind you to exercise extra caution on the road. You can give Mike Benedict a call at 231-613-4111. That's Benedict's Auto Center, located at 1742 US 10 between Ludington and Scottville. Braden and myself were both out there yesterday, and we were putting together a new commercial for Benedict's Auto Center. We hope to have that up and running for next Friday's game at Oriole Field as Orioles host the Montague Wildcats. But it's always good seeing Mike Benedict and chatting with him. Now the Orioles will kick off now from their own 20-yard line. That's the deal on a safety. So they'll kick off, and here's Wilson's kick. It's a kick. Oakridge fields it at about their own 38 now, out to the 45 to midfield. And in on the tackle there for the Orioles was David Sunshine Schillinger. That's right, folks. Sunshine Schillinger making his varsity debut. He's not just a basketball player.
It's good to see Dave. He played a little JV last night as well. Looked good. I think he's such a great athlete. You ask any sport or any coach in any sport, they're going to say, give me an athlete. We'll teach him how to play sport. Dave's no different. He's going to find his footing just fine.
Oakridge taking over. Now they have the ball at the Oriole 47-yard line. 1st and 10, they lead 8-0. They've scored a touchdown, and they've also recorded a safety. And now they're on the march again at the Oriole 47-yard line. 2:38 to go. And there goes that's Trevor Jones. And a touchdown-saving tackle right there by Aiden Gilchrist.
Cole Johnson, first contact, too.
Cole slowed him up a bit. And Aiden Gilchrist came in and made sure he went down right there. Big gain, though. And Trevor Jones, 6'1", 185-pound junior.
Oh,
junior.
Way to ruin my night.
So that means
junior.
that Orioles get to see him again next year at Oriole Field.
Man, I was going to ask for a birth certificate. Junior.
Yeah. Orioles finally getting a home game next week after 4 straight road games to open up the 2022 football season. Here's Oakridge now, 1st and 10 from the nice play there. And leading the charge, as the Levi Lehman was there also. That looked like Dom Wheaton. Dom Wheaton doing a good job right there. And they brought down Trevor Jones, loss on the play. Dom Wheaton has been very active in this first quarter, as has been
Miguel
Mendez and Colby Nelson. We have an official's timeout here. Looks like an equipment issue. 1:48 to go, opening quarter. From Muskegon Oakridge, Ludington trails the Eagles 8-0. Again, this is the first meeting since 1978 between these schools. And it's only the 3rd meeting overall. You look at this Oakridge, it's so much tradition here. The last time they missed the playoffs was 2004.
You can just tell this is a football community right when you step in the building here.
All right. There goes Trevor Jones again. Boy, look at the stiff arm. And Jones knocked out of bounds, but boy, the stiff arm, he actually knocked the helmet off one of our Oriole defenders there.
Yeah, I think that was a welcome to the West Michigan from Trevor Jones.
I think you're exactly right, Evan. Wow. Hard running right there. That's impressive. Pretty darn good stiff arm right there. And it's going to bring up a 1st down and goal to go from the Oriole 5-yard line. 1:23 to go in the opening quarter. Oakridge with victories over Sparta by the score of 30-14. Muskegon Catholic 20-14, and Manistee last week 46-19. 1st down, goal to go. And Danachek will keep, and he's into the end zone, I believe. Nope, let's see here. They're going to mark him just shy in a little bit. That's twice now I've been premature with that.
Yeah, why are you trying to give him points?
I'm not trying to, believe me. Our Oriole defense stops him just short of the goal line. Miguel Mendez again on the stop. They'll bring up a 2nd down and goal to go. Ball on the Oriole 1-yard line.
Another tough assignment for the Oriole defensive front here. Just got a goal line stand. They asked to do it again. They're going to have to dig deep here.
Looking across here, Evan, looking great turnout from the Oriole Nation tonight over there in the opposing
like
stands.
Section rocking the pink theme tonight.
2nd down, goal to goal. Danachek will, Oriole defense. Trey Forfinski, and a loss of at least 3, maybe 4 on the play. Forfinski leading the charge. Also, Gage Jones was there. But Forfinski really blew that play up.
I did. Trey read that right away. Hit the gap, made a great tackle in the backfield. Once again, opportunity to try to get a stand. See if
it's impressive with this
one more play if they want to catch their breath here.
With this Oriole defensive line with that goal line stand, they had their last possession that Oakridge had the ball. 9 seconds to go in the opening quarter. Oakridge up 8-0 over the Orioles. 3rd down, goal to go, ball on the 3-yard line. Here's a pass, touchdown. Danachek to number 7, Evan Miller. And Miller is just a sophomore. So the Eagles are now up 14-0 with, that was the last play of the first quarter, the first quarter. 3-yard touchdown pass from Danachek to Evan Miller. And again, the Eagles will go for 2 on the point after attempt. Muskegon Oakridge, coached by Kerry Harger. Great guy and a really excellent high school football coach. Danacek now will give, and the Orioles bring him. That's Trey Forfinski on the tackle as he brings down the Eagles' number 34, Trevor Jones, on the 2-point attempt. And with, that's the end of the first quarter. Your score, the Muskegon Oakridge Eagles 14, the Ludington Orioles nothing. Back in 60 seconds here on 102.7 WMOM and the OSN.
At Pure Marquette Builders, we build the home of your dreams without the headaches normally associated with home building. Fast, simple, and completely customized to fit your needs. Pure Marquette Builders builds beautiful modular homes in the Ludington and surrounding West Michigan communities. Please call Scott at 231-398-7463 to discuss your future products. Pure Marquette Builders is proud to support Ludington Oriole Athletics. Go O's!
Welcome back to Oakridge. The Orioles trail the Muskegon Oakridge Eagles by the score of 14-0 as we start play here in the second quarter. Getting set to kick off for Muskegon Oakridge, number 9, and that's Ryan Cribbins. Back deep for the Orioles will be number 11, Nathan Gilchrist, and number 14, Aiden Gilchrist. Orioles giving up 2 touchdowns, and there was a safety right there. All right, that is Nathan Gilchrist. Nathan still on his feet. Gilchrist, he's got some room. Nathan Gilchrist, he's at midfield. He's at the 40, and he's down to the Oakridge 38-yard line. Nathan Gilchrist making a couple real nice moves right there, Evan, and a great return.
Just what the Orioles needed here, right? Kind of felt like we were on our heels. Needs something positive here, a big play to get us moving. Great job by Nathan to make that happen.
We'd like to thank Crown and Cork, another of our fine sponsors. They're open Monday through Thursday, 4:30 to 9 p.m., and Friday and Saturdays, 4:30 to 10 p.m. Everything made with fresh and, when possible, with locally sourced ingredients. They're located at 502 West Loomis, across from the Ludington Marina. Check out our Facebook page for our specials. That's Crown and Cork.
Oh, we got a penalty, too.
Penalty on the Orioles.
Oh, I didn't even see that.
I didn't see that either. No, there it is. There's that dirty laundry on the field right now. Yep. That yellow flag and a holding call on the Orioles. So that's going to negate a really nice return there by Nathan Gilchrist. Oakridge last year, they were 9-3. That was their record last year, 9-3. The Orioles last year, 3-6. So the Orioles, instead of starting at the Oakridge 38 or 37, they're going to start at their own 30. Got them at their own 33, Evan?
Yep.
First and 10, 11:51 left in the opening half. Muskegon Oakridge 14, Ludington nothing. Chase Hackert, Oriole quarterback. Nathan Gilchrist in motion. Now he gets settled. And Forfinski on the pitch. Forfinski is going to be brought down, loss on the play. Boy, Oakridge, you talk about speed and getting to the ball. They are like heat-seeking missiles. I say that about Gage Jones quite a bit, too. All right, Trevor Jones on the tackle of Trey Forfinski right there. Second down for the Orioles. Actually, no gain on the play, no loss on the play. So second down and 10, 11:20 to go in the second quarter. Hackert, quarterback, in motion is Levi Lehman. Here's the pass. It's complete. There goes Gilchrist. He's at midfield. He's down to the 40. He's at the 35. And a nice pitch and catch there from Chase Hackert to Aiden Gilchrist. He hit him right in stride.
Excellent job by Chase there. There's the big play we were talking about. Got it right there. Good throw, good catch. Let your athlete go make a play.
Very accurate, and that ball had some mustard on it, too. It was in there and in Aiden Gilchrist numbers in no time right there. Hit him in stride, and a nice pickup right there down to the Muskegon Oakridge 34-yard line.
Did you see who made that tackle?
I'm sorry, I didn't catch that.
Okay.
First and 10 for the Orioles. Ball on the Oakridge 34-yard line. 10:44 to go in the opening half. Oakridge 14, Ludington nothing. Forfinski fumbles the ball, and Oakridge has recovered. That's the one thing the Orioles cannot do tonight is have turnovers. And just after a big play, they give the ball right back to the Oakridge Eagles. I mean, that was a heck of a pop right there, too.
Yeah, it was a great hit. Put his helmet on the ball. Not the best ball security. Like I said, you can't have that. Gave the momentum right back.
So Oakridge has the ball. I believe it was one of the Eagle defensive tackles. Oh, 30, okay. Trevor Jones on the tackle there for Oakridge. On the recovery, number 66, Aiden Johnston. So Muskegon Oakridge has the ball at their own 36-yard line right now. They lead 14-0. And right again, the Oriole defense, not much of a breather.
No, they're going to get gassed here. Needed the offense in the field longer. The Oriole D is definitely going to be tired at this point of the game.
Jones on the carry, and he's brought down by Levi Lehman. Also in on the tackle, Luke Hackert. Hackert, a junior. Lehman, a senior.
It'll be second down for the Eagles.
Gain of... going to give him 5 on the play. So second down and
a long 5.
A long 5, exactly. Second down and 5. 10-12 to go in the opening half. It's good to see my sister and brother-in-law and 2 of my nieces here attending the game tonight. They just moved recently from the East Coast. They're living in the Fruitport area.
Very nice.
So, yeah.
Nice to have them back.
My sister, Shay, my brother-in-law, Lamonte, and my nieces, Ryan and Reagan, are here taking the game in tonight. I told them, welcome to West Michigan football in the West Michigan Conference. Here's a first down run there by Trevor Jones. Gage Jones on the tackle for the Orioles.
Scoop, this kind of feels like a make or break drive right here. You know, we're definitely on our heels. Things have not gone the way the coaching staff want to draw. Need something positive happening here for the Orioles if we want to get this game back on track.
Our Safe Harbor Credit Union Indian Summer player in the spotlight is Adam Keffer, and you'll hear his interview at the halftime. Did I hear that right? Whitehall over Montague, 20-0.
Then another score update. Unity Christian's up 16-0 over Fruitport.
Whoa. Oh, here's a run by Jones, and he's breaking tackles. And finally, it is Gage Jones and Nathan Gilchrist. No, Nathan Gilchrist. I'm sorry. Nathan Gilchrist.
The game is good for an Eagle first down.
Trevor Jones with another big carry there. And Oakridge up 14-0. 9:07 to go in the second quarter.
He is racking up quite a stat line. It's going to be an impressive first line.
He's
first
having a
stat line for Trevor Jones.
As you said, Evan, he's having a huge first half. First and 10 for Oakridge. Ball on the Oriole 35-yard line. 8:52 to go in the opening half. Danachek's going to let it air out. He's got a receiver breaking, and it's overthrown. That was intended for number 7 out there, Evan Miller. And back in coverage for the Orioles looked to be number 11, Nathan Gilchrist, and also number 13, Luke Hackert.
Boy, I tell you what, that was one of the best balls I've seen a high school kid throw. That is pure. That is the best spiral I think I've seen. It's effortless, like you said, Scoop. He barely moves, and it comes out of his hand and can go 50 yards just like that.
Well, Charlie told me when I went over and did the pregame interview with him, he said, Scoop, you're going to see a quarterback tonight that is the real deal. Second down and 10 for the Eagles. Ball on the Oriole 35-yard line. Week 4 of the MHSAA season. Ludington 3-0, 1-0 in the West Michigan Conference Lakes Division. Muskegon Oakridge 3-0, 1-0 as well in the Lakes Conference Division. I should say the Lakes Division of the West Michigan Conference. We got it right.
By the end of the year, we'll have that now. We'll have that mastered.
And number 51, Cole Hackert.
Cole Hackert.
It'll be third down for the Eagles.
In on the tackle right there. It's going to bring up a third. You got 6, Evan?
Yep, I got 6. 3rd and 6 here. Big play for the Oriole defense. Even get off the field here, get this D a breath.
3rd and 6. And as mentioned, we mentioned 51. Cole Hackert is in the game. He's just a sophomore.
Yep, I think this is his debut, isn't it?
Yeah, I believe so. Seeing some varsity playing time right now.
Well-built kid. Good guy to have up front. Try to clog a gap.
There are a few sophomores up tonight. Max Flannery's also up Danacek now, he rolls to his left, still rolling, passes away, and it's going to be incomplete. Boy, he had two Oakridge Eagle receivers right in the vicinity there, and Cole Johnson did a nice job right there breaking that up.
Cole did a nice job. I think there was some confusion by the Oakridge receivers as well. Both went for the football. I'm not sure who that was actually intended for, but good job by Cole. They'll still get in there and break that up.
That'll bring up a 4th and 6 for the Eagles. 7:50 to go in the second quarter. Ball on the Oriole 30-yard line. Eagles up 14-0. Beautiful night for high school football. In fact, it's a little bit too warm.
For week 4, it's a little toasty.
We're the middle of September, and it's You hate to complain about something like that, Evan, but it's football.
We shouldn't do it. Because when we're on the roof in white in all a few weeks, we're going to be complaining.
Danacek's pass is away. He's got a receiver wide open. He had his receiver open, and the pass right there, and it was dropped by the Oakridge receiver. Ludington gets the ball on downs.
I believe that was Trevor Jones. Might not be used to catching the ball in the backfield, right? That's kind of a weird route for the running back to run.
And Evan
kind of was stuttering, too, there.
The closest Oriole in defense right there.
That might have been on the sideline.
Was a long ways away. We'll just put it there. We'll leave it there. We got a break right there.
Break. Orioles need a break, right? To get back in this, needed it.
We caught a break there because Danacek's pass, it couldn't have been thrown any better.
Once again, beautiful throw. Great ball.
1st and 10 for the Orioles. 7:43 left in the opening half. They trail the Muskegon Oakridge Eagles 14-0 at this beautiful facility here at Oakridge.
This is great. This is a great spot.
They're just a stone's throw away from a place we go to often, and we have for many years, Muskegon Orchard View.
That's crazy for how much we've been in this area, that we've never been here.
All right, 1st and 10 for the Orioles. Hackert, he'll give the ball now, and that is for Finsky. And for Finsky's got a nice little gain out, probably to about the 34-yard line of the Orioles.
I like going back to Trey right away, right? He had that fumble, right? Show confidence. Hey, not a big deal. We trust you. Get back after it, and love that confidence by the coaching staff.
Great point there, Evan, and you figured Coach Gunsel would go right back to him. He's the Oriole bell cow. You look at him, you got Hackert at quarterback, the tailback for Finsky, the fullback is Levi Lehman. Orioles facing the 2nd down and 7. Now Hackert forced out, and he'll take the ball, and he'll get back to just about the line of scrimmage. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 7 for the Orioles. 6:58 to go in the opening half. Ludington trails 14-0. The slot back for the Orioles, number 14, Aiden Gilchrist. The receivers are number 1, Gage Jones, and number 11, Nathan Gilchrist. We'll get to that offensive line here in just a moment. 3rd and 7. Hackert steps back, passes away, and it's caught. 1st down, Orioles. And that is Aiden Gilchrist on the reception right there, and brought down by the Eagles' number 5, Arnando Rapp.
Needed that. That was a huge conversion, right? Can't go 3 and out again. Can't get the ball right back. Good job. Good play call, too simple. Try to get Chase in some rhythm here.
Hackert's made some nice passes.
Yes, he has.
Yes. So that Oriole offensive line, the center 55, Michael Nichols, he's a junior. The left guard 53, Will Lewis, a junior. The right guard 52, Charlie Gamble, he's a junior. And then your tackles, the left tackle, number 62, Corbin Wagonmaker, a junior. And the right tackle, number 54, Adam Keffer, he is a senior. So 4 juniors starting on that offensive line and 1 senior. 1st and 10 for the Orioles, 6:05 to go, 2nd quarter. Hackert will keep, and not much there for Chase Hackert. I think they're going to mark him down at about the 42-yard line. So gain of 1, 2nd down and 9 on the stop for Oakridge was Jennings.
I'd like to try to see the Orioles getting the edge a little more. I'm just not sure they're going to have a lot of success going right up the gut here against Oakridge. Try to get on some space, try to get on the edge, make something happen.
Brody Jennings, Oakridge linebacker, on that tackle. 2nd down and 9 for the Orioles. 5:27 to go, opening half. OSN and 102.7 WMOM. Bringing you tonight's coverage. Hackert will keep. Nice move. Hackert makes some nice moves. 45, he's at the 40, 35, 30, 25, 20. He's at the 15, the 10, the 5, and he's brought down just inside the 5 at about the 3. Let's see where they mark him. What a run by the Oriole quarterback, Chase Hackert. He's going to be brought down at the 2-yard line.
Great decision by Chase there to keep Fake the pitch to Trey. Oakridge defense fell for it. They went all that way. He puts his foot in the ground, cuts back, lets his speed do the rest.
Chase Hackert gets the ball down to the Oakridge 2-yard line on a magnificent run right there. Orioles trail 14-0, 5:09 to go in the opening half. Let's see if the...
Got to capitalize. Like Coach Gunsel said in the pregame interview, when you get down here, got to walk away with 6.
Let's see if the orange and black can punch it in right here. We got the Wildcat formation right here. Forfinski out of the Wildcat. Aiden Gilchrist in motion. Forfinski will keep. Forfinski, he's down to the 1. I think they're going to mark him. 55 on the tackle for Oakridge. That's Kyle Weaver. And everybody I've talked to down here at Oakridge, they really talk highly of their 2 defensive tackles, Kyle Weaver and Riley Bean. Bean is number 53, and he's a 6'2", 227-pound defensive tackle. Weaver, 6'1", 216. Second down, goal to go, ball at the 1-yard line. Again, the Wildcat formation. Forfinski, and he will keep. Forfinski, looks like he's in. Touchdown, Orioles! Trey Forfinski, a 1-yard run. And Ludington has cut the Oakridge lead to 14-6 with 4:27 to go in the opening half. Got behind his left guard right there and his left tackle. Also gives some credit to the Oriole center, Michael Nichols, Corbin Wagonmaker, and Will Luce. And he found his way in.
Huge drive by the Orioles to get this kind of game back on the rails here. Kind of felt like it was slipping away. Momentum swing set up by their 2 best runners, Chase Hackert and Trey Forfinski.
Miles Wilson in for the point after. Here's the snap. Hackert. Oh, it's blocked. Oh, and the Oriole troubles on extra points continue, Evan.
Yeah.
It was a good snap.
Looked like a good snap, good hold.
Good hold by
drive, hit it really low.
Johnny Weinert on the hold there, and it was Big Country, Matthew Westhouse on the snap. Point after no good. Ludington trails 14-6, 4:27 to go. We're going to step aside. You're listening and watching the Oriole Sports Network and 102.7 WMOM.
Hey Oriole Nation, this is Mike Benedict from Benedict Auto Center. We're excited to be at our new location on US 10 between Ludington and Scottville. We're just west of Amber Road. We invite you to come out and say hello, check out the new facility, see what we have to offer. We have all your collision needs. We have licensed technicians so we can get your car back on the road safely. Also, we're excited that we're almost 80 years in the business from when my grandfather and my father did it before me. Back in the 1940s, we're excited that we still keep the tradition going, and who knows what's going to happen leading into the future. And here at Benedict Auto Center, we're also excited to be part of the Oriole Sports Network, or OSN, as better suited by Scoop. And we look forward to being a part of this going forward, and are excited to be part of Oriole Nation. Go O's!
Welcome back to Muskegon Oakridge. Set kickoff for the Orioles, Miles Wilson. Ludington trails 14-6. Wilson, it's a high, short kick, and it's fielded right there at about the 23-yard line. And on the tackle for the Orioles, looked to be number 24. That was Daniel Ramirez. Ramirez on the stop there, on the kickoff. So 1st and 10 for Muskegon Oakridge. They'll have the ball on their own 30-yard line.
Score update, real quick scoop from, once again, thank you to Coach Kills, the boys varsity tennis coach. Whitehall's up 27-0 over their rival Montague, and
Well,
you know they're not going to take their foot off the gas in that one.
No, that's the battle for the bell there. And that's one of the state's longest rivalries, Montague and Whitehall. It's not as long as Manistee Ludington, but it's
right
one of the
there.
ones that's up there, yes.
There's no love lost between those two schools, I'll tell you that.
All right, 4:22 to go. Oakridge with a 1st and 10. They lead 14-6. Danachek, their quarterback. Very impressed with him in this first half. Little screen pass. Colby Nelson there, and also the first person on the, was that Trey Forfinski, I believe. Yeah, Forfinski was the first Oriole there. And then coming in to finish him off, did I say that was Ramirez? No.
I didn't, far side, it's kind of hard to see. But hey, great job of the Oriole D sniffing that out. They didn't fall for the screen. Kind of stayed disciplined there. Don't let that break off for more than a yard.
Yeah, that was Forfinski, and Nelson finished him off there. Forfinski got there first. Gain of 1 on the play. 2nd down and 9, a little screen pass right there. 3:38 to go, and there goes Jones Jones still on his feet. He's got an Oakridge first down before he finally making the tackle, Levi Lehman.
Brought down on the play by number 9, Levi Lehman. The gain is good for an Eagle first down.
That'll put the ball at the Muskegon Oakridge 44-yard line. 1st and 10, Eagles. You know, Evan, when you looked at the schedule when it came out, you looked at this game, you looked at the game against Whitehall, and you looked at the game against Monty. You know, of course, Manistee is always a battle because of the rivalry.
Yep.
Those were 4 games you definitely circled.
Well, you know, it's no slight to Fremont.
No,
Obviously,
no.
that was the first real conference game, but this is the one you looked at right there.
Yeah.
This is when the schedule gets real, and we're going to find out who we are.
Not that they weren't looking at the Petoskey game and other games. So here's a screen, but a nice play right there, and that was for Finsky. You got to love. I absolutely love. I know you do too. The play of our linebackers for Finsky and Lehman. They're so active.
Yep, those are 2 of the best in the West Michigan area. They do a great job. They fly around, I think both are leading tacklers. Just another example right there by Trey.
Gain of 8 on the play. 2nd down and 2. 2:40 to go in the second quarter. Muskegon Oakridge 14, Ludington 6. Orioles scored on a 1-yard touchdown run by Trey Forfinski. Again, the extra point issues rear their ugly head. Hey, he got away from it. Danich, now he's brought down, but Oriole defense doing a good job right there. That was Colby Nelson, also in there for the Orioles, number 30, Dom Wheaton.
Huge play there by Oriole D here. You know, you got to remember, too, if we can get a stop here, Scoop, we get the ball to start the second half. So this is such a crucial drive for the Oriole defense to try to do not allow Oakridge to move down anymore, try to stop at the bleeding right here.
Loss of 3 on the play there. They had Danishek back farther, and he was able to squirm away right there.
Very elusive.
With his
Great
athletic.
job by him just to get back to where he did.
Yep, and Oriole defense brought him down there. Let's see here, the 3rd and 5. Oh, god darn. Orioles jump off sides right there.
Looked like Cole Hacker jumped by his body language, very frustrated with himself currently.
They had the old Pittsburgh Steeler. It looked like the way the Steelers used to line up there with Mean Joe Green and that kind of tilted angle, canted. That's way before your time.
Once again, you're aging. We have this conversation a lot, Scoop. You tend to age yourself around me. I'm trying not to let you do it, but you keep insisting.
I was so used to all those years being with Gary Castoni, you know, and he was even a little.
You got to come in like the 2000s.
He had a few years on me, so just a few. All right, we have a 1st and 10 for Oakridge there.
Huge mistake by the Oriole. You can't give Oakridge free yards. They don't need any more help. You got to stay disciplined. Watch the ball. Don't fall for that.
You definitely can't give this team second chances. You just can't do it. 1:43 to go in the opening half. The Orioles trail 14-6. Oakridge on the march right now. Danachek looking. He's going to let it fly. He's got a receiver. Oh, what a job there.
Play by Nathan.
Nathan Gilchrist just saved a huge gain right there. And the Gilchrist twins have shown their athleticism in this first half, big time.
He was probably 2 steps behind when that ball was released, and he covered some ground. He saw it, and he turned on the burners and stretched out with every inch. What a play to knock that ball down.
That's what you love about this Oriole team, not only on offense, but defense. The playmakers they have this year with a big play capability. You got the Gilchrist twins. You got Trey Forfinski, Levi Lehman, Gage Jones, and look at our quarterback, Chase Hackert. And, you know, we haven't even talked about some of our reserves yet, like Joe Benz and Daniel Ramirez, who...
Yep. Kids like Luke Hacker have made a difference.
Luke
Cole
Hacker.
Johnson, all these kids have contributed this year.
And the offense and defensive lines have played pretty decently. Oh, good job. They got back. Yeah. They almost jumped off sides right there. 2nd down and 10 for the Eagles. 1:34 to go in the opening half. Danachek will keep. Danachek following his blockers right there. Oh, Daniel Ramirez comes up and does a nice job. That's pretty tough bringing him down one-on-one right there. And Ramirez was able to do it. That shows what the weight room will do for you.
Yes. Daniel, not the tallest kid, but one of the stronger kids, well-built. He's going to meet that opportunity. Remember when Petoskey, right, that goal line stand, he's the one went one on the 1 yard line.
Yep, he saved that.
Right there.
Yep.
So Daniel's not afraid to go make that kind of play.
1:03 left in the opening half. Oakridge with it, and there's a halfback option. The pass is up, and it's going to be, the Oakridge receiver had to turn into a defender right there. Out there defending for the Orioles was number 11, Nathan Gilchrist, and the receiver out there for the Eagles looked to be number 4, Ty Maitland, I believe.
Great positioning by Nathan. They're kind of boxing him out, just playing basketball. Didn't let any room there for him to make the catch. Oakridge had to go, like I said, into defense mode there actually to make sure Nathan didn't have the interception.
Yeah, Maitland had to turn into a defensive back right there. Otherwise, that would have been an interception for the Orioles. We have a 4th and 7, and that's the first bad pass I've seen Danachek throw right there. It wobbled.
Trick play, right?
Yep.
That was.
I'm sorry. It wasn't Danachek. That was a halfback option right there. Yeah. My bad on that. That was not Danachek. That was the running back right there on the pass. All right, there they'll punt it right now. Little punt. Let's see if it goes into the end zone. Yes, it will. Goes into the end zone. So the Orioles will take over 1st and 10. 47 seconds left in this opening half. Ludington trails 14-6.
Really curious to see how aggressive the Oriole offense gets here. Still have 3 timeouts, 47 seconds time to work with, or do you go in the half, try to game plan, because you do get the ball to start the second half as well.
And they can have a quick strike capability.
Absolutely. There are playmakers on this offense. So big decision here for Coach Gunsel and Coach Gillett.
We want to thank Indian Summer Co-op, our exclusive Indian Summer's our exclusive player in the spotlight sponsor. And we'll tell you a little bit about them here in just a moment. But right now, the Orioles facing a 1st and 10, ball on their own 20-yard line. 47 seconds remaining in the opening half. Ludington trails 14-6. Hackert, he'll get rid of the pass, incomplete. Trying to get that ball out there to Levi Lehman. Indian Summer, folks, is proud to be a sponsor of the Oriole Sports Network and our Ludington area athletes. We wish you all the best for the season of sports. Play strong, play proud, and as always, stay healthy. Go Ludington Orioles. Also, a shout out to Ludington Paint and Glass, who've been mixing paint and service since 1948. The local store with more located at 213 South James Street, downtown Ludington. All right, 2nd and 10 for the Orioles. 44 seconds left in the opening half. Hackert will keep, and not much there. Folks, when you think paint, think Ludington Paint, the local source for all your painting projects. Give owner Matt Ewing a call, 231-843-8250. You can also look up Ludington Paint and Glass at www.ludingtonpaint.com.
Looks like the Orioles are going to be content here going into the second half. Not a bad decision here.
Yep.
Once we've mentioned before, they do get the ball to start. Try to regroup here. Not a bad first half. Some positives.
Yeah.
Game is within striking distance.
I definitely agree with you, Evan. And you look, they had 2 offensive plays right there and no gain on either of them. They're at their own 20-yard line. They're thinking, okay, we're down 14-6. Let's go into the half. And there it is. There's the horn and your score at the half from Muskegon Oakridge. The Muskegon Oakridge Eagles 14, the Ludington Orioles 6. Back in 2 minutes here on 102.7 WMOM as well as the Oriole Sports Network.
Indian Summer Montmorency Tart Cherry Juice is packed with natural anti-inflammatories to help reduce pain after exercise. It's the ultimate antioxidant that combats soreness, getting you back to the gym or on the trail faster. Indian Summer Tart Cherry Juice, ready to drink from fresh-pressed tart cherries, grown and produced in the U.S., and always gluten-free. It's just sweet enough and priced just right. Bring home the great taste of real fruit. Bring home Indian Summer Montmorency Tart Cherry Juice. Ask for it at your local store.
You deserve more than just a fast quote when it comes to your insurance. With over 12 decades of experience, we at Smith & Eddy are here to provide you with the best information and to stand by your side when you need us most. With offices in Ludington, Scottville, and Manistee, we are happy to...
Welcome back, folks. There was actually 1 second left. There was a timeout called. This is 1 second, so Ludington with a third and 10 right here. 1 second left in the opening half. Hackert now. Hackert's going to air it out. No, he's being chased out of the pocket. He's still on his feet. Now he's going to run. He's at the 30. He's at the 35, and he adds some stats right there. And now we're at the half.
I'm not sure what the timeout was all about, but hey, that's all right.
Hackert, nice run right there to end the first half. And your score at the half, the Muskegon Oakridge Eagles 14, the Ludington Orioles 6. And we'll be back in 60 seconds here on 102.7 WMOM as well as the Oriole Sports Network.
Hey everyone, this is Trent Lundquist from Lundquist Furniture. We've been serving West Michigan since 1940. We're here to serve you guys as a full-blown furniture store. So we have mattresses, we have recliners, we have dining room tables, anything that you would need to furnish your house, we have it. And we provide one of the best services around on the west side of Michigan. We will go anywhere in the whole state of Michigan. We will deliver it, we'll service it, we'll take care of you. I just want to appreciate you guys for being customers of ours, and we're here to serve you, and that's what we do. We're here for the Orioles. We're here for the Cardinals. We're here for the Spartans. We're proud to be a sponsor of this Oriole Sports Network.
When you think paint, think Ludington Paint and Glass, the local source for all of your projects. With over 5,000 colors of top quality Benjamin Moore and Pittsburgh paint, you are bound to find the perfect colors for your next painting project. We are your color match experts. LP&G can help you design your Pinterest-worthy all-glass shower enclosure, bringing a spa-like feel to your home. We cover all your glass needs with on-site service of broken windows and screens and custom-cut tabletops, mirrors, and plexiglass. Ludington Paint and Glass, mixing paint and service since 1948. The local store with more, located at 213 South James Street in downtown Ludington. Call Ludington Paint and Glass at 231-843-8250. Follow us on Facebook at Ludington Paint and Glass. LP&G is proud to support Ludington sports. Welcome back to Muskegon Oakridge. Scoop Hansen, the voice of the Orioles, on the play-by-play call, joined by Evan Cruzy doing the color commentary tonight. Also, Coach Charlie Gunsel, statistician. We have Braden Kronline, the OSN WMOM technical engineer, and of course Julia Habman, our OSN camera woman. Ludington trails the Eagles 14-6 at the half, and we did some things very nice. I know that Coach Charlie Gunsel is going to be happy about, and there was a couple things I know he won't be happy about, but by and far, Ludington in this ball game with the Eagles of Muskegon Oakridge.
Yeah, I think the number one thing the coaching staff's got to like right now is kind of early. We fell down 14-0, kind of like, oh boy, is this going to get away from us? Kids didn't quit.
No.
Right? Players didn't stop. They played hard, made some plays, got right back in it. That's what these kind of games are. It's not going to be easy. You have to grind. You have to earn it.
Especially, Evan, after that great goal line stand the Orioles made, only to have a safety one play later. You know, that was tough. The Orioles had the goal line stand right there. They got the ball back on their own one, and then a safety gave Oakridge an 8-0 lead. But, you know, you look what the Orioles are doing. They're doing some really nice things here against a very, very talented and solid team.
Absolutely.
We want to thank Safe Harbor Credit Union, our exclusive halftime show sponsor. Where your success is our success, we belong to you. Visit them at 5511 US 10 in Ludington, or give them a call, 843-2323. Safe Harbor Credit Union. Evan Cruzy with the first half stats.
Yeah, we'll start total offense. Ludington Orioles 129, Oakridge 235. For the Orioles, 47 of those yards coming through the air, 82 coming on the ground. Oakridge with 173 yards on the ground right now. So they are predominantly doing it by keeping on the ground. Going down to individual stats, Chase Hacker, 3 for 5, 47 yards. Really hasn't had a lot of opportunities to throw yet. He had that one huge completion, which was good to see. Rushing, Chase Hacker, 6 attempts for 78 yards. That's 13 yards of carry that comes from the big run.
Yeah, that big run, yeah.
Trey Forfinski, not a lot going on right now. 6 carries so far, only 4 yards, but he does have the one touchdown run.
Oakridge is really keyed in on Forfinski.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And defensively, led by Gage Jones with 4.5 tackles, Trey Forfinski and Levi Lehman with 4 apiece as well, so the names we are familiar with.
And I can't say enough about that defensive line. They started off a little rocky, but I tell you what, they really came on strong there as the first half progressed.
Yep.
Ludington trails 14-6. We're at the half here at Muskegon Oakridge, and tonight's game is brought to you by House of Flavors Manufacturing, Smith & Eddy Insurance, PM Builders, Safe Harbor Credit Union, Indian Summer, Benedict's Auto Body Repair, Lundquist Furniture, Crown and Cork Restaurant, Ludington Paint and Glass, McGee Insurance, and Urca Auto Center. Thank you for your sponsorship of the Orioles, and as always, go O's. And, you look across your big turnout tonight, which you always have. Oakridge fans they follow their team wherever they go, and they always great support they give their team. And you're seeing that with our Oriole fans tonight. A nice drive down here.
Simple drive,
yeah.
Easy. You know, that's one of the beauties about this new league, right? Travel's not bad, right? So hopefully fans travel for all sports.
Exactly.
Throughout the school year.
This is the Orioles' 4th straight week on the road to begin the season. They opened up at Petoskey with a thrilling 37-31 victory in overtime back on Thursday, August 25th. And they throttled Shelby on September 1st by the score of 55-7. Before that, really slugfest, I guess you would call it. It was like really tough defensive battle last week at Fremont. The Orioles prevailed 7-0, and now at Muskegon Oakridge, they have their home opener next Friday at Oriole Field against the Montague Wildcats. Evan, you got a few scores there?
Yeah, thanks once again to Coach Rob Kilps, the boys varsity tennis coach. The big one, Whitehall and Montague, which we talked about a lot. Whitehall is up 40-0 currently in that game, so I would say that one's just about over.
And you know they're not going to take their foot off the gas.
If Montague could score 70 or 80 tonight, they might just do that as a pride rivalry game. Once again, it's one of the biggest in the West Michigan
You know
area.
the bad thing about that, Montague's going to be awfully mad next week when they come up to Ludington.
Yes, we do not want to be the payback game, so definitely keep our eye on that. Muskegon Big Reds up 13-7 over Zeeland East. Grand Rapids Union over Reese Puffer 14-13. Reese Puffer is definitely turning around a little bit. 2-1 they played. Muskegon Big Reds very tough last week. Belding, which we saw last year, up 16-8 on Calvin Christian, and in a big OK Red game, Hudsonville up 14-7 over Caledonia.
Belding, coached by former Reed City coach Monty Price, really good guy.
We're all familiar with Monty, yes.
Yeah, we're familiar with Monty, and of course Muskegon Reese Puffer, coached by Montague great Cody Cater.
Yeah, he's doing a great job at Puffer. It looks like, a program that was really only winning 3 games a year, 2 games a year. They're 2-1, looking for their 3rd win already.
Yep, and right now we want to thank Indian Summer, our exclusive sponsor of the Oriole Player in the Spotlight segment. Indian Summer, proud to be a sponsor of the Oriole Sports Network and our Ludington area athletes. We wish you the best for this season of sports. Play strong, play proud, and as always, stay healthy. Go Ludington Orioles. We're going to step aside right now and listen to the interview I did recently with Ludington Oriole starting right tackle Adam Keffer. Stay tuned, those fans. Welcome, folks, to the Indian Summer Ludington Oriole Player in the Spotlight for tonight's game on the Safe Harbor Credit Union halftime show. That player is Adam Keffer. Adam is a senior. He wears jersey number 54, and he plays the right tackle position on offense, and he's a defensive tackle on defense. Now, Adam, what is it that you like best about the great sport of football?
What I like best is being able to play with my friends, being able to play with the people that I care about, and being able to play the greatest sport in American history.
And how do you feel the team will do this season with the move into the West Michigan Conference? You get Muskegon Oakridge tonight. They're 3-0. You guys are 3-0. Should be quite the battle. And how do you feel the Orioles are liking this move into the West Michigan Conference?
I think it's great for us. More competition means we'll perform better overall. We'll see tougher defense, tougher offense, and it'll make us better overall.
Your plans for winter and spring sports at LHS?
Winter, I think I'll just lift. And in the spring, I'd like to do track again, throwing, shot, and disc.
A favorite teacher and a favorite class that you have at Ludington High School?
Favorite teacher would probably be Mr. Kirby. He brings a lot of energy, and my favorite class is probably his strength class.
A favorite food that your mom makes for you and your family?
Probably, I don't know, her mac and cheese, I guess, pretty good.
Okay. And a role model or role models that you have in your life?
My dad and my brother, they've taught me a lot about being a man, going fishing, all that stuff, how to treat women.
And Adam, this is your 3rd year up on the varsity, and you've had a lot of playing time in those 3 years, and this being your senior year, what does that mean to you?
It means a lot. I really enjoy the sport, and I'm just excited for year 4.
Also, I wanted to ask you your future plans as far as college goes.
I'd like to attend Michigan Tech, hopefully for a mechanical engineering degree.
Go Huskies. Is there anybody, Adam, that is watching tonight's game or listening to the game that you'd like to say hello to?
My grandmother in Bay City. She's watched almost every game, and she loves them all.
And Grandma's first name?
Peggy.
Peggy. Okay, we'll make sure we send a special shout-out to Peggy during the broadcast as well. Well, Adam, we want to send a Bravo Zulu salute to you on being the Indian Summer Ludington Oriole Player in the Spotlight for tonight's game. All the best to you and the O's this year. Go get them.
All right, thank you.
Welcome back to Muskegon Oakridge, and I really enjoyed going over yesterday and talking to Adam Keffer, and this goes out to you, Adam's grandma, his grandma Peggy, listening in Bay City. Here's your special shout-out, and I believe he told me her last name was Hansen, but I think she spells it differently than I spell my last name, Ian. As I tell people all the time, I'm a Dane, not a Swede. You know, you got the E-N, you got the O-N pronunciations.
I'm happy you clarify that for people, Scoop.
All right, Ludington trails 14-6 right now. We're at the half, and they're playing a Muskegon Oakridge team that was 9-3 last year. They're 3-0 this year, 1-0 in the West Michigan Conference Lakes Division. Their wins coming against some quality opposition. They beat Sparta 30-14. They beat Muskegon Catholic. That was quite a game, 20-14. And last week they walloped our arch rival Manistee by the score of 46-0. 19. And again, we've mentioned it a couple times. The last time this team missed a play, they're used to making the playoffs every year, Evan.
Absolutely. And real quick, Scoop, not to cut you off here, but we missed one score. Speaking of Manistee, they're in a battle right now with Orchard View. It is 8-8 at halftime. Kind of surprising, but Orchard View's a little down this year, putting up a good fight against Chips.
Yes, they are, and that game is at Manistee. We saw the Orchard View bus passing us as we were heading down here to Muskegon Oakridge. You know, again, these two teams, Ludington and Oakridge, have not met since 1978. Ludington won that game 26-14, 77. Oakridge shut out the Orioles 26 to nothing. So 1-1 in the all-time series. Only the third game played, and we've also talked about the tradition here with Oakridge. Three-time state champions. You look back, 1997, they were the Class CC champions. They had a 12-1 record that year. They defeated Maple Valley 6-0 in the state championship game. In 05, they were the Division 5 state champions. They went 13-1 that year. I believe their only loss came to Muskegon Orchard View, who also had a heck of a year that year. In fact, Orchard View might have been state champions in Division 4 that year.
Those early 2000s days, Orchard View was a powerhouse in Division 4 year in and year out.
Yeah, and Oakridge ended up defeating Jackson Lumen Christie and Coach Herb Brogan that year, 42-28 in the championship game. And then in 2008, these were all under Coach Jack Sugars, the legendary Jack Sugars, who coached here for many years. Division 5 state champions, a perfect 14-0 season. They defeated Obed Elsie in the state championship game, 26-14. One last thing I'd like to bring up with you before we step aside for a commercial. Last week, Coach Charlie Gunsel put me on the spot there in the post-game show.
Yeah, that's right. He gave you a quiz. He gave you a task.
He did.
Did you pass?
He did. He said, Scoop, I want to know when's the last time a Ludington football team won a 7-0 game. So I went back through my records, and there's been 10 games dating back to 1950 that Ludington's either won 7-0 or lost 7-0. But the most recent being September 22nd, 2006, and it was a victory over the Howard City Tri-County Vikings by the score of 7-0. Ironically, the year before that, September 23rd, 2005, they lost to Fruitport 7-0. Both those games under Coach Charlie Gunsel's watch.
You think you remember those?
Under his watch, yeah. And then you got to go all the way back to 1992, Evan, when the Orioles defeated Spring Lake 7-0. And interestingly, there was a 7-7 tie against Manistee on September 14th, 1984.
That's criminal to allow that game to end in a tie.
I know you look at it that way. And then there was a September 22nd, 1961, there was a 0-0 tie between Ludington and Grand Rapids Godwin Heights. Now, another thing to look at, the last time an Oriole team started the year out 3-0 was 2019. Coach Gunsel had a team in 2019, 2016, and 2013 that started out the year 3-0. And with that said, we're going to step aside for 60 seconds, and you are listening to and watching the Oriole Sports Network and 102.7 WMOM. Stay tuned, O's fans.
Welcome to Crown and Cork, Ludington's only waterfront kitchen and bar. We invite you to come in and experience our casual, fine dining with little or no wait. You don't need to wait for a special occasion. We are open Monday through Saturday, featuring craft cocktails, an extensive wine selection, and a seasonal changing menu that highlights what the Great Lakes have to offer. Guests rave about our signature Crown and Cork burger, maple bourbon salmon, and Great Lakes fish and chips. We will be excited to hear what your favorite is. Bring your entire family. We encourage your children to explore our play area while waiting for food from our kid-approved menu. Summer and fall, we are open Monday through Thursday from 4:30 to 9 p.m. and Friday and Saturday from 4:30 to 10 p.m. We encourage you to confirm times via our website, Facebook, or Yelp. Be sure to add Crown and Cork on your list of great locations to visit in Ludington. We hope to serve you soon.
Welcome back to Muskegon Oakridge. Ludington trails the Eagles of Muskegon Oakridge 14-6 at the half. There was a JV game last night. Evan, tell the listeners and watchers a little bit about that, and then we also want to give some praise to some of the Ludington, some of the other fall.
Start with the JV game. Tough night for the JV team. 20-0 loss. Very physical game. I think it was kind of a wake-up call. A little bit very young JV team we have. You know, I think they're going to learn a lot from it. Just kind of know, hey, that's the standard you got to get to as you start your high school football career. Not many sophomores, so I think it's going to be a good learning experience to keep moving forward. Good competition is how you get better. Transition to other fall sports. We got to start number one with Cora Mailer here, another girls swimmer. Our girls swim team keeps racking up state qualifications, and this time in the 100-yard butterfly for Cora. So congratulations to her. And I know one of our relay teams was 0.73 seconds away. I talked to a few swimmers in school today. They're working hard. They said, Mr. Cruz, we're going to get there next time. So, so next time we do this, we're going to have more state qualifying for swim.
Got to give a bravo Zulu salute to Coach Kelly Hatch.
Absolutely, doing a great job.
Yeah, doing a fantastic job right there. That Madison Barup, she is one heck of a freshman. She's, but the whole team right there is
Cora's
improving.
A sophomore. Reese Willis is a sophomore. You got Izzy Lundberg, Grace Sigley. They're only juniors, so there's a lot of great things happening in girls swim.
And Evan, also the girls golf team under Coach Erica Reed. They've been doing really good. They're led by Emma McKinley.
Yep, I think it was 2 days ago at a home match at Lincoln Hills. 9-hole, they won by 20 strokes in a conference match. So great to see Emma McKinley, I believe, shot a. Oh, she's gonna get mad if I get this wrong. I think it was a 78.
I think it was. That's the number that's in my mind right now too. But then you look at our tennis team under Coach Rob Killips. They're doing fine. We want to give them some love, as well as Coach Chris Anderson and his boys soccer team.
Yeah, for when it comes to tennis, the boys tennis team traveled to Whitehall. I believe it was on Wednesday. They won 6-2 there as they keep moving towards the regional. Once again, that regional is home. So if any Oriole fans want to follow along on a big day, it's always great when you can host a huge event like that. And Coach Anderson, the soccer team, another win. Huge win over the rival Chips, 4-0. That kind of cements their control over the West Michigan Conference. Obviously, still more business to take care of, but I believe they are at 11-1-1 or 10-1-1. So they're keep it rolling as they keep preparing for a very tough district they are going to go into once postseason play starts.
And I want to thank the JV volleyball coach, Coach Catherine Klauetter. Hopefully I pronounced your name right, Coach. She's been feeding me updates. She's been getting from the varsity coach, Elizabeth Holden, and the JV team, girls volleyball doing very well.
Yes, I believe varsity is traveling to Cadillac tomorrow morning, and JV is traveling to Reed City, so they'll be in action tomorrow, so we'll have more to report next week.
And any report, what have you heard on the cross-country team, Evan?
Not much since our last time when they were up in Benzie. We'll have to get a report next week, but I know they're working hard. They're going to have a great year as they keep moving forward.
Okay, we want to thank Lundquist Furniture, West Michigan's largest furniture store, located at 203 North Main Street, downtown Scottville. Family owned and operated since 1940. For your furniture needs, call Lundquist at 231-757-3368. While I'm thinking about it, we'd like to give a shout out and a big thank you to Oakridge Athletic Director Rich Rule. He's really helped us out here, laid the red carpet out for us here at Muskegon Oakridge.
Well, I know Braden and I already messed up once. We went up the wrong stairs to try to get in the press boxes. We learned this new league, so everything's new to us. So thank you to Oakridge for showing us the way around here.
And I want to commend our technical engineer, folks, because he really had what would you call it, a monumental task. We got here today because of the connectivity issues, and he has done a fantastic job, and you can thank him, folks. That's Braden Kronline, our OSNWMOM technical engineer.
Yes,
and
this would not be happening without Braden.
Exactly.
We would just be talking to ourselves at this point, so thank you, Braden.
Big shout out to McGee Insurance Group, your number one Oriole fans. Auto Owners Insurance Group, a winning combination. We'll work with you to insure your home, auto, business, and life to keep everything you value safe, sound, and secure. Auto Owners Insurance, no problem, people. Visit the McGee Insurance Group in Ludington today or at www.mcgeeins.com. McGee Insurance Group, proud to support Ludington area school sports. And also a shout to Smith & Eddy Insurance, our exclusive post-game sponsor, covering all of the Lakeshore, a caring business foremost in insurance and community support. For peace of mind, let Smith & Eddy handle all of your insurance needs. And a shout out as well to Urca Auto Center, Mason County's only locally owned new car dealer, serving Mason County for the past 4 generations. Urca Auto Center, your one place to shop for all of your automotive needs. And again, a special thank you and a shout out to Safe Harbor Credit Union, our exclusive halftime show sponsor, and Indian Summer, our exclusive Player in the Spotlight segment sponsor. Thank you very much. And we're about ready for second half action. Ludington trails the Muskegon Oakridge Eagles 14-6. Both teams 3-0 on the season, 1-0 in the West Michigan Conference Lakes Division. The Orioles will be receiving the second half kickoff, and I believe this is the first time all season we have received the kickoff in the second half.
Yes, but I still think we lost the coin toss. I believe Oakridge won and elected to receive, so I still think we're over 4 in coin tosses.
I think you're right. The other 3 teams all deferred, and here we go. Here's the kick by the Oakridge kicker. That's number 9, and Ryan Cribbins, and picking it up for the Orioles. He's got some room, and that's Gilchrist. Gilchrist, a nice return out over the Oriole 30-yard line to about the 31-yard line.
Gilchrist, it'll be first and 10 for the Orioles.
Let's see, that was 14. Yeah, that was Aiden Gilchrist on the return. So Ludington will start out first and 10 as we start play here in the second half. The Orioles trail 14-6 here. And they will start out at their own 31-yard line. It's going to be a bit of a challenge, fans, picking up those Oakridge jersey numbers here in the second half.
Yes, it is. We'll do our best.
We'll do our best. Plus, we've got the Oakridge spotter right next to us, so that'll help things out quite a bit as well. He's helped us out in the first half. Hackert's pass is complete, and that's Gilchrist, and he does a nice job just to try to get back to the line of scrimmage right there. Oakridge had that one sniffed out.
I still like the play call, though. Once again, we've talked a lot. Chase is going to be really important in the second half. We're going to try to tie this game over, even take a lead, right? We have to probably do it through the air, try to get him some rhythm here early.
Braden Cunningham on the stop for Oakridge right there. And anytime you can get the ball in a playmaker like Aiden Gilchrist hands, it's a good thing.
Yeah, keep it simple in the play calling, right? Yeah. You got great athletes all around. Just find a way to get them the ball. Let them go make a play for you.
So no gain on the play, no loss. It's second down and 10. 11:15 to go in the third quarter. Oakridge 14, Ludington 6. Only the third meeting between these two schools. And the first one dating back since 1978. All right, Hackert now will run the option. Here's the pitch. Oh, it's a fumble. He picked it back up, though. Trey Forfinski did a great job. Boy, Ludington caught a big break right there.
Got lucky on the bounce. Great athleticism, good hand-eye by Trey to not to give up on that and somehow get his hands back on that ball.
Actually, a gain of 2 on the play.
Boy, talk about turning nothing into something.
Yeah. Actually, I said gain of 2, so it's a 3rd and 8 for the Orioles. Ball on their own 33-yard line. 10:32 to go in the third quarter. Hackert looking over the Oakridge defense. He's going to roll right. Still rolling right. The pass is away. It's caught out there. Gage Jones, 35. He's at the 40, 45, and he's out near the 48-yard line. First down, Orioles. Beautiful play call right there.
Number 15, Chase Hackert's.
Everything was flowing right, Evan, and they come back and they hit Gage Jones with a little screen on the left side, the far side.
I really like the delay there. They weren't in a hurry. They let that play develop, let the offensive line move, and then hit Gage to let him do the rest.
Out to the Oriole 49-yard line. 1st and 10, Ludington. 10:08 to go, third quarter. Over the ball for the Orioles, the center, number 55, Michael Nichols. Here's the snap, and now Forfinski on the carry. Forfinski, he's into Oakridge territory, down near the 46-yard line. Good hard run there by Trey Forfinski.
Those tough yards are still important, right? If we want to open up through the air, you still got to grind up the middle here, hopefully a little bit, to create space on the outside.
Riley Bean on the tackle for the Eagles. Pick up a 5 on the play by Forfinski, one of his best runs of the night.
We'll take 5 yards every time from Trey.
And we'll take the 1-yard touchdown run, too.
Absolutely.
Yes. Okay, second down and 5 for the Orioles. 9:29 to go, third quarter. Hackert rolling right. Still rolling. Now he's being chased, and it's going to be a huge loss right here. And also the penalty is going to be on the Orioles. They're going to get the Orioles for a hold here. That was clear as day, Evan.
Yes, it was.
And right in front of the official, too. So a huge loss right there. Boy,
they're probably going to just decline that.
Yeah,
take that.
It is declined. Just what we thought it would be.
See who made the sack there? It's hard to see those numbers.
Number 27 on the sack
to the
there.
Oakridge staff right next to us. So it's getting difficult here.
Brian Elizondo on the sack right there, number 27. He's a senior, 5'10", 157-pounder. Yes, he brings Hackert down. So a 3rd and long for the Orioles. 3rd and 17, 9:19 to go in the third quarter. Hackert, back to pass. He'll let it go. He's got a receiver breaking out there, and it's overthrown. And
the ball might have been out of reach, but boy, he just tackled Gage Jones there. You can see it going either way, but man, that was a lot of contact.
Yeah, there was a lot of contact there. As you said, though, Evan, it could go either way on that. And the official looked like he started to reach back for his flag, but no penalty call. And it'll bring up a 4th down and 17 right there. As you mentioned, the ball was uncatchable.
Oh, it was close. Boy, you would like to see that for Orioles there. That would have been a huge break.
4th and 17 for the Orioles. 9:10 to go in this third quarter. They trail 14-6. And set to punt for the Orioles, number 10, Miles Wilson, the long snapper. The only 6'9" long snapper you'll probably find in the state of Michigan. Big country, Matthew Westhouse. And a nice roll right there. Orioles getting a nice roll, and it's finally going to roll out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. So a good job there by the Oriole punter, number 10, Miles Wilson, and give some credit there to Big Country, Matthew Westhouse.
Hopefully stabilizing that position for a little bit for us. Good job on Miles, too. Remember, he didn't punt last year, so this is actually new to him, too. And he's come a long way from that week one of Petoskey. He's getting very good at it, which is a nice another weapon for the Orioles to add on special teams.
So Oakridge has a 1st and 10, ball on their own 17-yard line, 8:59 to go in this third quarter. That sack really deflated the Orioles.
That's a drive killer. Can't have it. Boy, good thing Oakridge gives the ball like 3 kids because we cannot see these numbers at all.
We got to find out where Oakridge is playing next week. All right, 1st and 10 for the Eagles. And they'll give it to Jones. And Jones on a quick hitter there's got about 8 yards on the carry. Looked like Trey Forfinski on the tackle there, assisted by Aiden Gilchrist.
2nd down for the Eagles.
Gain of 8 on the play. 2nd and 2. 8:31 left in the third quarter. Danachek will give to Jones, and he's going to be near the first down. Good job by the Oriole defense right there.
Looked like Dom Wheaton on that.
That was big Dom Wheaton right there.
He's had a nice game tonight.
Very active. Dom Wheaton, you had a nice game from Colby Nelson so far, and also from number 60 for the Orioles, and that's Miguel Mendez. He really started out on fire. Or I should say being very active in the first few possessions.
If they can continue doing that, right, that's when this defense can take the next step. We've talked a lot about the playmakers, but if those guys up front can figure it out too, then you become real dangerous.
3rd and 1. Danachek will give to Jones. Jones fighting the Oriole defensive line, doing a great job right there. Trevor Jones on the carry. Trey Forfinski leading the charge there for the Orioles, and it...
what? Oh, there's no way that was a first down. Oh, that's a bad spot. Holy cow. That's a tough spot.
I concur with you, Evan, but it is a first down for Muskegon Oakridge. 7:26 to go in this third quarter. It'd been a little bit of a friendly spot right there.
You know, it is what it is. You got to move on, right?
Of course, if you're an Oriole fan, that's what you'd say. If you're an Oakridge fan, you say it's a good spot. There's another good job by the Oriole defense.
Looked like Derek Dunsel there on the towel getting in on the action.
Dunsel, you're right.
Making the stop for the Orioles, number 28, Derek Dunsel.
So, if, you're looking through the contributions from the entire defensive line. Coach Gunsel is going to be really happy with the play of his defensive line.
When my stat sheet's full of different numbers, that's when you know everyone's doing their job running the ball. You'd love to see it.
Loss of 2 on that play right there. So 2nd down and 12 for the Oakridge Eagles. 6:43 to go in the third quarter.
Oakridge still not a lot of hurry here. Not a lot of tempo, not a lot of urgency. They're very methodical, just kind of going through it here.
Danachek is going to pass. He's got a receiver now. He's under duress right there. He'll get the pass away, and it is... Oh, my! Wow! You had Aiden Gilchrist with his hands on that ball, going for the interception. He deflected it. Then the Oakridge receiver right there, number 30, the slot back, Chris Knapp, had his hands on it. The ball was like a hot potato, and now we have a penalty on Oakridge.
Is holding against the Eagles.
He almost got it. There was a deflection, another deflection, and Oakridge almost came up with it.
That was almost a big play for both teams.
Yeah.
Both sides can probably say, what, maybe it's better that we can just leave it at that.
I highly doubt, Evan, we're going to see a quarterback the rest of the season, and we haven't seen one so far that can throw the ball like this Matt Danachek.
Yes, I mean, he threw that from his back foot under duress and still almost made a huge completion.
So penalty on the Eagles. That'll bring up a 2nd down and 24. Holding penalty, I believe, on Muskegon Oakridge.
I believe so.
6:27 to go in the third quarter. Ludington trails 14-6. Oriole score came on a 1-yard run by Trey Forfinski. Danachek now, he'll get the pass out in a hurry, little out in the slot right here. And Ludington, good job by the Orioles pursuing there. Boy, Oriole defense very quick, and that's Gage Jones.
Janicek's pass is completed to Cunningham.
Cunningham on the reception for Muskegon Oakridge.
For the Orioles, number 11, Nathan Gilchrist.
Nathan Gilchrist and Gage Jones on the stop over there. That's one that Nathan's grandma, Paulette Kluge, is going to love right there.
Absolutely.
Huge Oriole fan here listening and watching the games on the OSN and 102.7 WMOM. Six minutes left in the third quarter. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 24 for the Oakridge Eagles. Ludington's defense settling in here. Danicek's little screen pass. And Ludington, great job by the defense led by Trey Forfinski right there. Forfinski on the tackle of Chris Knapp. And that's going to bring up a 4th and long for the Eagles. 4th and 13. 5:33 to go in the third quarter.
Huge opportunity for the Oriole defense here, right? 4th and long, got them backed up. Have to get the ball back here. Absolutely have to. Could be a huge momentum swing.
Yep. Very impressive play thus far in this game by the Oriole defense. Here's a snap, and the punt is away. It's a short, high punt by the Oakridge punter, number 3, and that's Matt Danicek, their quarterback.
Orioles are going to have a good field position here starting this drive.
First
and 10 for the Orioles. And it'll be at their own 48-yard line. So good field position for the Ludington Orioles. 5:06 to go in the third quarter. Ludington trails 14-6.
I got a shout-out, Scoop, if you got a second here. John Jacobiak, our former JV baseball coach, awesome guy. Hopefully he comes back around soon. We'd love to have you anytime, man. He sent me a text message. Got to give him a shout-out.
Oh, he's a really good guy.
And I guess we'll give the old man a shout-out, too, even though he likes to give me a hard time.
You got to give him one, too.
I guess.
Might as well give John's sister a shout-out, too. She's my next-door neighbor over there. And all right. So Hackert will keep, and not much there. He's going to be lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage right there. Tough sledding there, right in the thick of the affectionately known as the Hogs.
Once again, it's going to be tough to go up the middle, but if you keep kind of going through there, might open up something later, so you can't quite give up on it.
We'll give him a tough yard on that one.
That's a harder
second
yard.
Down and 9, ball on the Oriole 49-yard line, 4:36 to go in the third quarter. Ludington trails Oakridge 14-6. Both teams 3-0 on the season. Both teams 1-0 in the West Michigan Conference Lakes Division. Here's a pass complete to Gilchrist, and Gilchrist has got a little bit of running room right there. Oakridge closed on it very quickly. Nathan Gilchrist on the reception.
Hackard's pass is completed to Gilchrist.
On the tackle for the Eagles, number 27, Brian Elizondo. 3rd and 2 for the Orioles, 4:04 remaining in the third quarter. Michael Nichols comes up over the ball. He's the Oriole center.
Gotta wonder if this is 4-down territory for the Orioles, kind of in that no man's land.
Hackert on a long count. Here's the snap. Hackert looking, his pass is away, caught, first down, Gilchrist, he's gonna go, folks, Gilchrist in for an Oriole touchdown! Aiden Gilchrist, a 44-yard touchdown pass from quarterback Chase Hackert to Aiden Gilchrist.
What a move to put his foot on the ground, turn the other direction, and just leave the defense in the dust.
Ludington has cut the Oakridge lead to 2 points. Oakridge 14, Ludington 12, 3:40 to go in the third quarter. Gilchrist really turned on the afterburners there, made a great move, turning it into the inside.
One of the best moves we've seen all year, just absolutely burned the Oakridge defense. They didn't know what ran past them.
Ludington will go for 2 here for the tie, and they're lined up. They got Forfinski in the backfield with Hackert. 3:40 to go in this third quarter. Hackert looking, the pass is away, and incomplete. A lot of hand checking going on out there between both the receiver and the defensive back. The 2-point conversion, no good. And with 3:40 to go in the third quarter, your score from Muskegon Oakridge, the Oakridge Eagles 14, the Ludington Orioles 12. Back in 60 seconds here on WMOM 102.7 and the Oriole Sports Network.
House of Flavors Manufacturing has been producing and distributing quality ice cream since 1937. The company is a contract manufacturer of private label ice cream for some of the premier food store brands, as well as a provider of premium bulk ice cream for scoop shops and restaurants around the United States. For the 220 dedicated workers, employment at House of Flavors Manufacturing is worthwhile work as it brings fun and joy into people's daily lives and important celebrations. The business is always striving to make people smile while enjoying its delicious ice cream. House of Flavors Manufacturing is pleased to be an important corporate citizen and premier employer in the Ludington community. Yummy House of Flavors ice cream, sold around the world, is made right here in Ludington. House of Flavors Manufacturing is proud to help keep our hometown dynamic. You can learn more about House of Flavors Manufacturing at www.houseofflavors.com.
With 3:40 left in this third quarter is Muskegon Oakridge 14, Ludington 12. The Orioles just scoring on a 44-yard pass from quarterback Chase Hackert to slot back number 14, Aiden Gilchrist, and boy, did he turn on the afterburners. He planted his foot and made that turn, and he was off to the races, Evan.
Absolutely. Once we've talked about a lot tonight too, the play calls, right? Letting Chase just make simple throws, let your athletes make plays for you. You gotta love Chase. The ball placement right in his chest there, hit him in stride, letting Aiden make that move, kind of making that natural movement. Excellent job by the Orioles.
We'd like to thank House of Flavors Manufacturing, our exclusive pregame sponsor. Delicious House of Flavors ice cream sold around the world, made right here in Ludington. House of Flavors Manufacturing, proud to help keep our hometown dynamic and support Ludington Oriole sports. Producing and distributing quality ice cream since 1937, and pleased to be an important corporate citizen and premier employer in the Ludington community. That's House of Flavors Manufacturing. Learn more at www.houseofflavors.com. And also a shout out to Indian Summer Co-op. They are proud to be a sponsor of the Oriole Sports Network and our Ludington area athletes. We wish you all the best for this season of sports. Play strong, play proud, and as always, stay healthy. Go Ludington Orioles. Indian Summer Co-op. They are our exclusive Player in the Spotlight sponsor. We'd like to thank Benedict's Auto Center, providing the best in auto body repairing and painting since the 1940s. Benedict's Auto Center would like to remind you to exercise extra caution on the road. However, if you do end up with a scrape, if you're an offender bender, or if you suffer major collision damage, give Mike Benedict a call, 231-613-4111. Benny also reminds you that it is your choice when it comes to selecting a car repair business and that you can go where you desire to have your vehicle repaired. That's Benedict's Auto Center, located at 1742 US 10 between Ludington and Scottville. Evan, what do we have going on right now?
Looks like we have an injured Oakridge player here. They're bringing out the cart, kind of in the south end zone there. I'm not really sure what's going on, but looks like they're going to take care of him, kind of wheel him off here. Hopefully he's okay.
Can't really see the number. Oh. It is the Muskegon Oakridge quarterback who is being carted off. That's Matt Danachek, number 3, and we hope the best for Matt Danachek because he's going off on the cart right now.
You hate to see a great athlete like that be checked away on the car. Hopefully he's okay. Hopefully he can bounce right back from this, whatever it is.
We've seen some good athletes in the first 4 games.
Absolutely.
He's
right
we've
up there.
had this year. He's right at the top of the list, and he's coming off on the cart right now. And you hate to see this, as you said, Evan, and you hope for the best for Matt Danachek. Ludington set to kick off. 3:40 to go in this third quarter. The Orioles have cut the Oakridge lead to 2 points, 14-12. And Oriole faithful who have made the trip down from Ludington downstate here to Muskegon Oakridge. They're seeing one heck of a ball game, Evan.
Hey, got their money's worth. That's what it's about, right?
All right, and we still got another quarter.
So we got a lot of football to go.
3:40 left in this third quarter, and we got the full fourth quarter coming at you. Set to kick off for the Orioles, number 10, Miles Wilson. And let's see if they've been employing, ever since Petoskey, they've been employing that sky kick, short and high. And there it is again, and it's going to come down there. Oakridge has it, trying to get to the outside. And a good job right there. And I believe that was 23 on the tackle for the Orioles. Let's see here. Yes, 23 on the tackle. And that was Carter Nee doing a good job. Carter Nee, a good job on special teams right there. Be 1st and 10 for Muskegon Oakridge. They'll have the ball at their own 29-yard line. And we'll see who's in at quarterback now for the Eagles.
See if they change their scheme much. Maybe lean even a little more on Trevor Jones at the back position.
I would think so, Evan, that they would lean more on Jones now, but
hey, their backup could be just as
their backup could come in.
We'll find out.
It looks like Evan Miller, thank you. And again, we give our kudos out and our thanks to the Oakridge staff up here in the press box. Nice uniforms, but hard reading some of those numbers out there.
They look great, not great for the radio team.
Evan Miller is the quarterback, and he comes from the wide receiver position now. And that's Jones again, bouncing off tackles, still on his feet. Oh, my goodness. And finally brought down. That's one of the most exciting 3 or 4 yard gains you're ever going to see right there.
He didn't refuse to go down. See a lot of Orioles trying to fly in there. You got to wrap up. You got to have form tackling there. You got to have multiple guys on him as well.
Pick up a 4 on the play. Aiden Gilchrist finally on the stop for the Orioles. But Jones just bouncing off the Orioles out there. Second down and 6 for Muskegon Oakridge. 2:56 to go in the third quarter. Muskegon Oakridge 14, Ludington 12. Orioles have scored on touchdowns from Trey Forfinski and also on a 44-yard pass. The Forfinski touchdown was a 1-yard run. And now there's a run. The Oriole defensive line again doing a great job right there. Trevor Jones on the carry. And it looked like Colby Nelson. Give a shout out to the Colby Nelson fan club tuned in tonight to the OSN.
They're watching. We know they are.
Colby Nelson, I met him this week down at the field house at Oriole Field. Nice young man. He told me he was a big fan of the OSN and WMOM, and I said, no, we're a big fan of yours, Colby. All right, so Ludington trails 14-12, 2:08 to go in this third quarter. The Oakridge quarterback now is Evan Miller. He wears number 7. He was a starting wide receiver. He's been forced into the quarterback slot now because of the injury to their starting quarterback, Matt Danachek. So Miller, he's just a sophomore, 6 foot, 156-pounder. Third down and 4 for the Eagles. And here's the run, and Ludington doing a nice job, and looks from our vantage. I'm not going to say anything because I've been wrong a few times this year.
We've been burned every time we do this, so let's not do it yet.
Looked like he was stopped short. Yes. Trey Forfinski on the stop there for the Orioles. It's going to bring 4th and short for Muskegon Oakridge. And what does Coach Kerry Harger do here?
You got to think this ball's going to Jones.
If you're the Oriole defensive line, you got to watch for that hard count here. You don't want to jump.
They've gotten us twice on that. So a lot of things you got to be thinking about here going to this big 4th down if you're the Orioles.
4th and 1. The ball is on the Oakridge 38-yard line. Evan Miller comes back to the huddle after receiving a word from his coach. 4th and 1. 1:02 to go in the third quarter. Oriole defense stacked inside right now. You got to watch for this hard count. Now a timeout called by Coach Kerry Harger. Oakridge calls a timeout. Ludington faithful are loving that on the bleachers across from us right now.
Good discipline by the Oriole defensive line, right? Making an adjustment. Fell for it twice in the first half, not this time.
We are seeing a really, really exciting ball game here. And the Ludington defense is playing their hearts out, Evan.
Yes, they are.
Right now we want to send a shout out to Crown and Cork. Open Monday through Thursday, 4:30 to 9 p.m. and Friday and Saturdays, 4:30 to 10 p.m. Everything is made with fresh and when possible with locally sourced ingredients. Crown and Cork is located at 502 West Loomis across from the Ludington Marina. Check our Facebook page for our specials. That's Crown and Cork. And also a shout out to Ludington Paint and Glass. They've been mixing paint and service since 1948. The local store with more located at 213 South James Street, downtown Ludington. When you think paint, think Ludington Paint, the local source for all your painting projects. Give owner Matt Ewing a call, 231-843-8250. You can also look up Ludington Paint and Glass at www.ludingtonpaint.com. Next week, the 102.7 WMOM and the Oriole Sports Network will be bringing you the Ludington Orioles home opener from Oriole Field against the Montague Wildcats. Will be on the air 6:45 with the House of Flavors Manufacturing pregame show, 7 p.m. with the kickoff. Here we go, 4th and 1, 57 seconds left in this third quarter. Oakridge will go for it. They're trying to sweep out. They're sweeping out, and they're getting the first down, and then some. As Jones just tripped up right there. Gage Jones made a saving tackle, and Oakridge gets a big first down there on a run from Trevor Jones. They went on a sweep right there, Evan, and Ludington almost.
Good play call there by Oakridge because everyone thought the ball was going right up the middle, and he bounced on the outside, and just a touchdown saving tackle by Gage Jones.
4th and 1, Evan, from their own 38-yard line, and Oakridge goes for it right there. They get a big first down and a big gain from their their talented running back, Trevor Jones, and they go on the sweep right there, and Gage Jones made a saving tackle.
Yes, he did.
So 1st and 10 for Muskegon Oakridge. 21 seconds to go in the third quarter. The Orioles trail the Eagles by just 2 points, 14-12. Scoop Hansen with you on the play-by-play call, joined by Evan Cruzy, Braden Kronline, and Julia Havman. Jones on the carry. He's got a nice pickup right there.
Big Derek Dunsel on the tackle there.
Dunsel, yep. Derek Dunsel on the tackle, and that's the last play of the third quarter. And we're going to step aside your score from Muskegon Oakridge. The Muskegon Oakridge Eagles 14, the Ludington Orioles 12. Back in 60 seconds here on 102.7 WMOM and the Orioles Sports Network. Stay tuned, those fans.
When you think about your banking needs, the first place that should come to mind is Safe Harbor Credit Union. We put people over profits and shows in everything we do. I'm Adam Johnson, President and CEO at Safe Harbor Credit Union and former Ludington Oriole athlete. We're excited to once again be the premier halftime show sponsor for the Orioles Sports Network. At Safe Harbor Credit Union, we always put the members first. And here, you're more than just a number, you're family. If you haven't experienced the credit union difference, there's never been a better time to switch. We value our relationships with these student athletes. You can find us in the stands cheering for that next win, or find us in your local classrooms teaching financial literacy. That's what we value, being the local financial institution you can trust with all of your banking needs. When you invest with us, all of your money will be invested locally with local decision making. Your success is our success. We belong to you. Check us out at our new location at 5511 West US 10 in Ludington. We can't wait to have you join our family.
Welcome back, folks, to Muskegon Oakridge. Ludington trails the Eagles 14-12 as we begin play here in the fourth quarter. Oakridge faces a 2nd down and 4. They have their backup quarterback in there, their starting receiver, number 7, Evan Miller. And here's the handoff, and breaking tackles for the Eagles is number 34, and that is Trevor Jones. And you know they're putting basically all their eggs in one basket now with Trevor Jones, and he's coming through for him, Evan.
They have not thrown the ball one time since the quarterback switch. Has not mattered up to this point either.
Trevor Jones, quite a running back for Muskegon Oakridge. He's just a junior, 6'1", 185. Coach Gunsel said that the Orioles were going to have their hands full with him.
Boy, he was right. We've seen a lot of good backs. He might be the best that we've seen out of the 4 games. That's saying something.
Well, Evan, all you need to know is on the 4th and 1 right there, they give the ball to Jones on that sweep.
Yep. Trusting your best player to go make a play for you.
1st and 10 for the Eagles. They have the ball down to the Oriole 11-yard line. 11:20 to go in this game. Orioles trail by 2. Miller now, he'll give there. Good job. Oriole defense there really clogged up the middle right there on Trevor Jones.
Well, and if you're the Oriole defense, you got to make an adjustment here because they make them throw the ball, right? They haven't done it yet. Don't let them do that. It's such easier said than done, but try to make them do something they don't want to do right now.
Levi Lehman on the stop right there. Again, the Oriole touchdowns, 1-yard run by running back Trey Forfinski out of the Wildcat formation, and a 44-yard pitch and catch from quarterback Chase Hackert to slot back Aiden Gilchrist. Oakridge has a couple touchdowns and the safety right now, which is the difference, Evan. All right, 2nd down and 9 for the Eagles. 10:32 to go in the game. Here's a handoff, and on the carry, getting down near the 5. Again, that's Trevor Jones.
Number 34, Trevor Jones on the carry.
28, Derek Dunsel, and Trey Forfinski on the stop for the Orioles.
Derek Dunsel.
3rd down for Muskegon Oakridge.
It'll be 3rd down for the Eagles.
10-10 left in this West Michigan Conference matchup. A Lakes Conference matchup. 2 3-0 teams. 2 teams both 1-0 in the West Michigan Conference Lakes Division.
This is a really good example right here of Scoop. We need a bend, not break situation, right? We've been in the goal line a lot these last couple of weeks, actually, going back to Fremont. The Oriole defense has stood up to the challenge. Got to do it one more time.
Okay, 3rd and 5. Oakridge can get a first down without scoring here. They need to get down to the 1-yard line. 9:41 to go in the game. Miller trying to bounce. He bounces it inside now. Oriole defense, they stop him short. That's going to bring up a 4th down. And it's going to be, I'd say, 4th and 1 or 4th and 2 maybe. Gage Jones on the stop for the Orioles. And Levi Lehman. They both teamed up right there.
It'll be 4th down for the Eagles.
So Oakridge has the ball at the Oriole 2-yard line. So it's going to bring 4th and 1. They can get a first down without scoring here, folks. Let's see what the Oriole defense does and see if Oakridge perhaps does a little chicanery here if they just try to stick it right up the middle. 8:50 to go. High snap. And trying to get to outside, and I think he's...
Ball's out.
Ball's out.
They're
going to call him down, but it's going to be a first down, I believe. Wow, that play, there's so many...
We came up with it anyway, so... Ref signaled right away that he was down.
Yeah.
Emphatically.
Trevor Jones.
Like it's be a first down.
Yeah, Trevor Jones on the carry there. There was a lot happening on that play, Evan.
Yes, there was.
Wow, and it is a first down. He was down, though. The ball did come out, but he was down when it came out, according to the officials, so it is a first down. They needed a 1 yard on it. They got the yard, and it's now first down and goal to go from the Oriole 1-yard line. Now the Oriole defense really has their backs up against it right now. They're going to have to come up with a monumental defensive stand here. Or Herculean.
Oh, there you go.
A Herculean effort.
I think that's the first time I've heard Herculean this year, so great job there, Scoop. I know I could count at least one word.
Well,
one new word per broadcast. That's the rule here at the OSN.
As I've said to you, Evan, Greek mythology is not my strong point. In fact, it's my Achilles heel.
There it is.
All right, 8:02 to go. Oakridge, first down, goal to go. The quarterback will keep it, and he's in. Touchdown, Muskegon Oakridge. I'll tell you what, they didn't get it easy.
No, they earned it.
They earned that touchdown. The Ludington defense just couldn't hold right down there.
Great effort.
What a great effort. Great effort. Touchdown, Muskegon Oakridge. They now have a 20-12 lead with 7:58 to go in this ball game, and it was a long drive, too, by the Muskegon Oakridge Eagles.
This is a huge 2-point try because they keep it a one-score game. So huge play. Got to refocus here for the Oriole D.
All right. So Oakridge, of course, going for the 2. That was Evan Miller, the sophomore quarterback, just getting in right there.
Yep, good play call there. Right?
Yep.
Everyone thought the ball was going to Jones. Keep it to the quarterback and dive right in there.
You can't blame the Oriole defense for keying on Jones.
No, absolutely not.
He's their bell cow.
You have to, absolutely.
Yeah, it's the bell cow. Okay, 7:58, 2-point conversion coming up. They'll give it to, and he's I believe in, yes. Boy, he was met right at the goal line, and he just powers over.
Conversion run is good.
Trevor Jones with the 2-point conversion, and now your score with 7:58 left in the game. The Muskegon Oakridge Eagles 22, the Ludington Orioles 12. Back in 60 seconds here on 102.7 WMOM and the OSN.
At Pure Marquette Builders, we build the home of your dreams without the headaches normally associated with home building. Fast, simple, and completely customized to fit your needs. Pure Marquette Builders builds beautiful modular homes in the Ludington and surrounding West Michigan communities. Please call Scott at 231-398-7463 to discuss your future products. Pure Marquette Builders is proud to support Ludington Oriole Athletics. Go O's!
Muskegon Oakridge 22, Ludington 12, 7:58 remaining in this game. It's been a very exciting ball game. Orioles have really played hard, and now let's see if they can get back into this game, Evan. Here's a kick. It's a wobbler, and picking it up for Ludington, it looks like, who is that? That's
Luke Hackard.
Luke Hackard, I think. Yeah, and he does a nice job getting it out over the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Let's see, was it...
Number 13, Luke Hackard.
Yeah, Luke Hackard. And we've said all season he's done a great job on special teams for the Orioles.
Yes, he has, absolutely.
We want to thank Lundquist Furniture, West Michigan's largest furniture store, located at 203 North Main Street, downtown Scottville. Family owned and operated since 1940. For your furniture needs, call Lundquist 231-757-3368. First and 10 for the Orioles. Ball on their own 32-yard line. 7:50 left in this West Michigan Conference Lakes Division ball game. Hackert He will drop back now. Still back, getting some good protection right there. Now he's going to roll left. Now he's being pursued. Oh, no! Oh, that's the last thing the Orioles needed right there. A huge loss right there.
Yep, can't hold on the ball for that long. I know he's got to find open man, but that's way too long to hold on the football for.
All the way back to the Ludington 15-yard line. Oh.
That's a backbreaker right there.
We'll bring up a second down and a country mile for the Orioles. 7-11 left in this ball game. Second and 27. Forfinski on the carry. Forfinski running hard. He gets a nice, got some of that yardage back right there, Evan. A nice run. And he gets the ball out.
Looks like to the 27 maybe?
About the 20, near the 28. So, yeah.
Third and a little more manageable at least.
Yeah, a little more, exactly.
There's at least a play call for this.
Yeah, third and we'll say 14 for the Orioles right here. 6:29 to go in the game. Ludington trails by 10, 22-12. Orioles had cut the Oakridge lead to 2. Here's a pass. That's got to be.
Must be.
Where is? I can't believe there's no flag there.
They must be calling that incidental, I guess.
Probably. They're probably calling that their legs got tangled up. I know Coach Charlie Gunsel was begging for a flag right there, and they're probably saying, okay, the legs got tangled up there between the defensive back and the receiver. But the Ludington coaches, you can see they're coming out on the field there. They're very irate.
Once again, those breaks have not gone our way. There's been a couple we want pass interference, haven't gotten it. Coach is obviously not happy. Probably the most animated we've seen them all year on the sideline.
I would say so, Evan. So that's going to bring up a 4th and 14, 6:19 to go. The Orioles really have no option right here other than to go for it. Hackert looking. The pass is away and incomplete, and Oakridge is going to take over. Oh, boy. And Oakridge is going to have outstanding field position as well. You hate to see that on that third down play right there. A call that could have been made, which wasn't. And what are you going to do?
Nothing you can do about it whatsoever. Once again, sometimes you get breaks, sometimes you don't. Be interesting to go back and watch that one on film later tonight. What that contact was. Those plays happen so quick, it's hard to tell in the moment. But the Oriole D's really on their heels now. Got to make a play if we want to try to keep in this ball game.
It looked like, from our, I don't want to expound too much on it, but it looked like from our vantage point.
It was tough.
Yeah.
It was tough.
Yeah.
It was.
All right, so 1st and 10 for Oak Ridge, 6:13 to go. Now they have exceptional field position. They have the ball at the Oriole 28-yard line, and you ask your defense, who were just out there a moment ago, to come back on and try to.
They have been on the field a lot. At the end of the game, looking at time possession, I have a feeling Oakridge is going to dominate that stat line tonight.
Again, Oakridge without their starting quarterback, Matt Danachek. But this number 7, Evan Miller, just a sophomore, he's come in and he's done a really nice job.
Or maybe Trevor Jones, give him credit.
Give him credit too. Jones.
There's a keep, though.
Now Miller will keep the ball and still with it. And he's got an Oakridge first down.
Miller on the keeper. Bringing down on play number 4, Cole Johnson.
Cole Johnson on the tackle for the Orioles.
Eagle first down.
6:04 remaining in the game. The Orioles trail 22-12. And it's tough because you just looked just moments ago, they were just down by 2, 14-12.
Yeah, this game is kind of taking a huge swing, just a matter of moments.
Ludington next week at home. Their home opener, finally, week 5 of the MHSAA season. And they get the Montague Wildcats, who are really getting hammered tonight by the Whitehall Vikings. All right, Ludington's defense doing a nice job there. Levi Lehman on the stop. Trevor Jones on the carry. And Lehman wrapped them up pretty nice there. 5:17 to go in the game. Oakridge with the ball on the Orioles 16-yard line. Sorry, the 14.
Oakridge not going to be in a hurry here these last 5 minutes either. They're going to take their time. They're going to run that clock as far down as they can with a 10-point lead here late.
And folks, I had it right the first time. They're at the Orioles 16-yard line right now. Second down and 12 for the Eagles. Jones on the carry, and again, the Oriole defensive line doing a great job right there. Dunsel, now late penalty marker comes in. Dunsel there, Carter Knee there, and it looks like Gage Jones also there. Good gang tackling by the Orioles. Penalty marker down.
Official timeout on the field.
4:35 left in the game. Muskegon Oakridge 22, Ludington 12. We have a personal foul face masking called on the Orioles. And it seems like the Orioles have not caught a break tonight.
I think that penalty might be a result of kind of being a little tired by the defense right gas. You know, you kind of start to lose your discipline there late, trying to grab it because you're falling behind there. It's like they're trying to determine where the ball's going to be now.
Well, we'd like to thank McGee Insurance Group, your number one Oriole fans, Auto Owners Insurance Group winning combination. We'll work with you to insure your home, auto, business, and life to keep everything you value safe, sound, and secure. Auto Owners Insurance, the no-problem people. Visit the McGee Insurance Group in Ludington today or at www.mcgeeins.com. McGee Insurance Group, proud to support Ludington area school sports. Also, PM Builders. Our Pure Marquette Builders located at 913 South Washington Avenue in Ludington. PM Builders construct quality homes in the West Michigan area. If you're looking to build, give Scott Latimer a call to set up an appointment, 231-398-7463. PM Builders, our exclusive starting lineup sponsor. All right, 4:10 to go in the game. 10-point lead for the Eagles of Muskegon Oakridge. Jones on the carry and getting in there. And initially, Colby Nelson was in there along with
Dom was in there once
Dom
again.
Wheaton.
Official timeout on the field.
And it looked from our end, of course, we're quite a ways away. It looked like his knee went down, but he did.
Hey, but good second effort there.
Yeah, good second effort.
By Jones there, right? Never stopped moving
Trevor
his
Jones never stopped moving his legs. And he's going to have the ball down inside the Oriole 5 now at the 4-yard line. So it's going to be first down and goal to go. 3:50 to go in the game. Ludington trailed 14-6 at the half. The Oriole touchdowns have come from Trey Forfinski and also from Aiden Gilchrist on a 44-yard pass hookup with his quarterback, Chase Hackert. So first down and goal to go for the Muskegon Oakridge Eagles. Ball on the Oriole 4-yard line. The clock now shows 3 minutes and 18 seconds remaining in this game. Jones on the carry, and he is pushed back. Let's see where they give forward progress right there.
The 2?
I think so.
Number 54, Adam Keffer.
Keffer on the stop there for the Orioles. Adam Keffer getting some defensive action now. We know how he's one of our stalwarts on offense.
Yeah, probably the best offensive lineman we have,
Yeah.
But also contributes greatly defensively.
Yep. He's the leader on that offensive line.
Yep, the senior. Him and 4 juniors, right, Scoop?
Yep, you're right. 2:38 to go in the game. It's second down and goal to go for Oakridge. Ball on the Oriole 2-yard line. Miller, the sophomore quarterback for the Eagles, he'll give to Jones, and Jones is going to be into the end zone.
Number 34, Tony Jones on the carry.
And that'll give the Eagles a
Touchdown.
28-12 lead. And folks, just minutes ago, it was 14-12. That's how Muskegon Oakridge
Yep, that just
can,
shows you got to play 4 full quarters. And that's not to say that our guys have been working hard, but that just shows how quickly we can get away from you.
Oakridge 28, Ludington 12, 2:22 to go in this game. And you look up at that scoreboard, a lot of 2s on that scoreboard right now. 2s are wild.
The 2s are wild.
You know, the sad part is a lot of the Oriole fans that weren't tuned in tonight or weren't here, they're going to look at the score tomorrow and say, Ludington got blown out last night. No, that's not the case at all, folks.
A lot to be proud of tonight.
This has been a very close game, a lot closer than the score would indicate. 2-point conversion, and Ludington, they're going to They're going to say he's in.
I'm not sure about that, but
Yeah.
all right.
Trevor Jones runs a 2-point conversion in, and with 2:22 to go in the game, Muskegon Oakridge 30, Ludington 12. And we're going to step aside. You are watching and listening the Oriole Sports Network and 102.7 WMOM.
Hey Oriole Nation, this is Mike Benedict from Benedict Auto Center. We're excited to be at our new location on US 10 between Ludington and Scottville. We're just west of Amber Road. We invite you to come out and say hello, check out the new facility, see what we have to offer. We have all your collision needs. We have licensed technicians so we can get your car back on the road safely. Also, we're excited that we're almost 80 years in the business from when my grandfather and my father did it before me back in the 1940s. We're excited that we still keep the tradition going, and who knows what's going to happen leading into the future. And here at Benedict Auto Center, we're also excited to be part of the Oriole Sports Network, or OSN, as better suited by Scoop. And we look forward to being a part of this going forward, and are excited to be part of Oriole Nation. Go O's!
Welcome back. Muskegon Oakridge 30, Ludington 12. 2:22 left in the ball game. Kick goes out of bounds. Penalty marker down. Evan, very interested to get the time of possession from you.
Yeah, Oakridge has had the ball roughly 29 minutes today, Ludington 12 minutes today, so more than double the time possession. I think those last couple of drives we've seen too, defensively for the Orioles, just a product of that, right?
They're absolutely gassed.
Yep, they've worked hard, but they just kind of ran out of juice.
I knew the time of possession would be heavily slanted towards Muskegon Oakridge, but I didn't think it was going to be that heavily slanted.
I don't think Muskegon Oakridge has thrown a pass all half, have they? Since the injury?
Since the injury to no, they have not attempted a pass, I do believe, since the injury to Danacek.
If you can run the ball that effectively, you are going to chew up a lot of clock.
And they've got a back who has got to be one of the better running backs in Western Michigan, and Trevor Jones. And the bad news for the Orioles is he'll be back again next year. He's just a junior. Okay, here on the run for the Orioles, Sunshine Schillinger. David Sunshine Schillinger on his varsity debut, more known for his basketball skills. And he's just made his varsity debut, and he showed his quickness there.
Good to see one of the quickest athletes in the entire school. Good chance for him to get some reps here.
Gain of 4 on the play by Sunshine Schillinger, wearing number 3. And now Ludington faces a 2nd down and 6, 1:58 to go in the game. Hackert pump fakes. Now he's under heavy pursuit. Still going, and now he'll get rid of the ball right there.
Good decision
that
there,
was a great decision right there to get rid of that ball. And Gage Jones was in the vicinity, so it's going to bring up a 3rd and 6 for the Orioles. We'd like to thank Safe Harbor Credit Union, our exclusive halftime show sponsor. Where your success is our success, we belong to you. Visit them at 5511 US 10 in Ludington, or give them a call, 843-2323, Safe Harbor Credit Union. 3rd and 6 for the Orioles. Ball on their own 39-yard line. Hackert got some protection there. The pass is away, and it's caught. Oh, intended for Gage Jones right there. Broken up.
Took an absolute hit there.
Yeah, he did.
You hate to see that late in the game here. Great play by Oakridge, but for the Oriole offense, there's no need for Chase to take a hit right now.
Well, Chase Hackert, he's a tough kid. Look at him getting back. He gets right back up there. The pass was intended there for Gage Jones, and that's going to bring up a 4th and 6 for the Orioles. 1:44 left in this ball game. Hackert surveying the Oakridge defense. Here's the snap. Hackert's pass is away, and it's caught on the catch. And that is Nathan Gilchrist, I believe. Yes.
Hackert's pass is completed to Gilchrist on the play.
Nathan Gilchrist on a 4th and 6 right there. Nice pass. Nice catch, pitch and catch right there. There, I got it out. It was tripping all over my tongue right there. 1:35 to go, and Orioles convert on that 4th down right there. Hackert to Nathan Gilchrist. Hackert rolling now to his right, still rolling, and now he's going to just get rid of the ball right there, and that'll bring up a 2nd down and 10. We want to thank Smith & Eddy Insurance, our exclusive post-game sponsor. Smith & Eddy Insurance, covering all of the Lakeshore, a caring business foremost in insurance and community support. For peace of mind, let Smith & Eddy handle all of your insurance needs. And as well, a shout out to Urca's Auto Center, Mason County's only locally owned new car dealer, serving Mason County for the past 4 generations. Urca Auto Center, your one place to shop for all of your automotive needs. We have a timeout right now. Muskegon Oakridge 30, Ludington 12, 124 to go, and we're going to step aside. You're watching and listening to the OSN and 102.7 WMOM.
Indian Summer Montmorency Tart Cherry Juice is packed with natural anti-inflammatories to help reduce pain after exercise. It's the ultimate antioxidant that combats soreness, getting you back to the gym or on the trail faster. Indian Summer Tart Cherry Juice, ready to drink from fresh-pressed tart cherries, grown and produced in the U.S., and always gluten-free. It's just sweet enough and priced just right. Bring home the great taste of real fruit. Bring home Indian Summer Montmorency Tart Cherry Juice. Ask for it at your local store.
Welcome back to Muskegon Oakridge, where the Eagles lead the Orioles 30-12 with 124 to go in the game, and with about 7 minutes to go, the Orioles were only down by 2, 14-12.
Yeah, like you said earlier, Scoop, this game was a lot closer than the score indicates. The Orioles fought very, very hard. A lot to be happy about tonight. Obviously, the score's not what we wanted, but still got to build off positives.
Okay, the Orioles facing a 2nd down and 10 now. Ball on the Oakridge 38-yard line. Hackert and Oakridge just pinning their ears back right now and trying to get that ball upfield there. I believe that was Levi Lehman was the intended receiver.
Pass intended for Lehman falls incomplete.
So that'll bring up a 3rd and 10.
Coverage for the Eagles, Miller.
Miller in coverage for the Eagles. 1:18 left in the game. 3rd and 10 for the Ludington Orioles. Again, next Friday, September 23rd, the Orioles home opener against the Montague Wildcats. We'll be on the air 6:45 with the House of Flavors Manufacturing pregame show. 7 o'clock with the kickoff between the Orioles and the Wildcats. Heavy blitz right here. Hackert running for his life. He'll get rid of the ball. It's complete. Lehman's got a 1st down. He's at the 20. He's going to go in for an Oriole touchdown. Nice pitch and catch there from Oriole quarterback Chase Hackert to Levi Lehman. And we have an Oriole touchdown with 1:08 left in the game, and your score now, Muskegon Oakridge 30, Ludington 18. You love the fight in these Orioles.
Yeah, absolutely. Chase Hackert showing a lot of athleticism there, bouncing outside the pocket when there was a full blitz coming, didn't give up on the play, found Levi late. Levi did the rest.
Well, Muskegon Oakridge sent everybody, including the kitchen sink, on that blitz right there. Hackert did a nice job getting out, seeing Levi Lehman open, and getting the ball to him, and now the Orioles will go for 2. 1:08 left in the game. Muskegon Oakridge 30, Ludington 18. Hackert now rolling right. Passes away, and it's caught. Oh! It had it for a moment there. Aiden Gilchrist had it for a moment, and then it fell incomplete. So with 1:08 left in this West Michigan Conference Lakes Division ball game, your score, Muskegon Oakridge 30, Ludington 18. And we're going to step aside. You are watching and listening to WMOM 102.7 and the Oriole Sports Network. Stay tuned. When you think paint, think Ludington Paint and Glass. The local source for all of your projects, with over 5,000 colors of top quality Benjamin Moore and Pittsburgh paint, you are bound to find the perfect colors for your next painting project. We are your color match experts. LP&G can help you design your Pinterest-worthy all-glass shower enclosure, bringing a spa-like feel to your home. We cover all your glass needs with on-site service of broken windows and screens, and custom-cut tabletops, mirrors, and plexiglass. Ludington Paint and Glass, mixing paint and service since 1948. The local store with more, located at 213 South James Street in downtown Ludington. Call Ludington Paint and Glass at 231-843-8250. Follow us on Facebook at Ludington Paint and Glass. LP&G. Welcome back to Oakridge, and here comes the onside kick attempt from Wilson, and it goes 10 right there. Ludington had a great chance at it. I think they may have recovered it. Let's see here. You are watching and listening to 102.7 WMOM and the Oriole Sports Network, a bird's eye view of local sports. Did the Orioles?
I didn't see a signal.
Boy, it looked like if they... Carter knee? Let's see here. There's still no indication that Montague recovered it at Ludington.
Chase is on the field.
Ludington recovered. I think that was Carter Nee who recovered it. Carter Nee is becoming a special teams
Yes, he is. He's
lightning rod.
had a great game against Shelby. Good to see him make plays against Oakridge, too.
And that was a 38-yard touchdown pass we just saw from quarterback Chase Hackert to the fullback Levi Lehman. Hackert now, he's brought down right there, and a very short gain right there. Well, actually, he got back to the line of scrimmage, so no gain on the play. 2nd down and 10, 55 seconds to go. The Orioles trail 30-18. They have played they have played their hearts out here tonight. They have never given up. They've played hard, and here comes a pass that's going to sail way over the head right there. The closest Oriole to the ball was Nathan Gilchrist. So that'll bring up a 3rd down and 10 with 41 seconds to go. Give some kudos there to the special teams.
Yep, great job, Miles Wilson there.
The kickoff team, the first onside kick attempt of this season is successful.
Great reps. You never know when you're going to need that down in the future. So great job by the hands team there to make that happen.
You know, when Coach Gunsel comes up here for the post-game coaches interview, there's going to be a lot of things he's going to be happy about tonight.
I think so.
But, obviously not the final score, but he's going to be happy about a lot of other things that his Orioles did tonight. 41 seconds to go. Hackard back, 3rd and 10. He's going to go up top there. There's a hold right there, and there's a penalty marker. You can see that clear as day right there as the Oakridge defender grabbed a hold of Gage Jones' jersey right there. Or Gage was on his way right there.
Yeah,
so
he was,
probably a pretty smart play by the Oakridge defender right there.
You know, you save a touchdown. If you're going to get burned, might as well just make sure it doesn't score.
34 seconds to go. He'll be holding on Muskegon Oakridge. Orioles trail by 12, 30-18. They were down 14-6 at the half. So Ludington's going to have the ball right now at the. Let's see where they put it down.
They haven't put the ball down yet.
Yeah, I was looking. It's going to be at the Oakridge 32-yard line. 32-yard line. So 1st and 10 for the Orioles. Ball on the Oakridge 33-yard line. 34 seconds left. Hackert, his pass is away. Too much on that one.
Hacker's pass falls incomplete on the play.
Trying to get that one. Let's see, was that Aiden or Nathan Gilchrist? Or was, let's see, was it Gage? No, it wasn't Gage.
I believe it was Aiden.
That was Nathan Gilchrist, number 11.
Still get it wrong.
Yeah, don't worry, I do too. I'm getting better. 11 is Nathan, 14 is Aiden. I do the same thing during basketball season. Well, I did in the past, yes. All right, 30 seconds to go. 30-18. Hackert's pass is complete. Gilchrist on the catch. He's got an Oriole 1st down, trying to get out of bounds, and he does. Aiden Gilchrist on the reception. He's able to get out of bounds there.
Number 27, Brian Alexander, number 12, Isaiah Heller. The game is good for a Ludington 1st down.
Gilchrist getting instructions there from offensive coordinator Brent Gillett.
Brent's done a nice job tonight. Good game plan. Oriole offensive. Moved the ball pretty well at times.
Orioles 1st and 10, ball on the Oakridge 19. Hackert's pass is away. He's trying to get it to Gage Jones, just overthrown right there. Gage got turned around a little bit right there. So that'll bring up a 2nd down and 10, 16 seconds to go. We'd like to thank all of our sponsors, House of Flavors Manufacturing, Smith & Eddy Insurance, PM Builders, Safe Harbor Credit Union, Indian Summer, Benedict's Auto, also Lundquist Furniture, Crown and Cork Restaurant, Ludington Paint and Glass, McGee's, and Urca's Auto Center. Thank you for your sponsorship of the Orioles, and as always, go O's. All right, 16 seconds to go. Ludington facing a 2nd down and 10. Hackert stepping back. Let's go with the pass. Incomplete. Through the hands right there of Nathan Gilchrist. That ball had some
he let that
zip
one go.
on it. Yeah. That was a seed right there. Or if you will, a frozen rope. 10 seconds remaining in the game. Muskegon Oakridge 30, Ludington 18. 3rd and 10 for the Orioles. Gage Jones, a receiver to the near side. In the slot, you got Levi Lehman. Heavy rush here to pass and picked off. Pass is picked off, and the Oakridge player just goes down to the turf. And with 4 seconds to go in the game, on the interception for Muskegon Oakridge, number 24, Julian Primer. So 4 seconds to go. Muskegon Oakridge 30, Ludington 18. Oriole defense comes out for one last snap here. Going to be a lot of tired Orioles. They're going to sleep very well tonight.
Yeah, I want to see them keep their heads up, though,
yes,
right?
exactly.
Obviously disappointing. Losing's never fun. It's not why we're here.
Yeah.
Heads up high, and let's get ready for Montague next week.
Couldn't say it better than what you just did, Evan. All right. Oakridge in victory formation here. And their quarterback will take a knee, and that will do it. The Muskegon Oakridge Eagles improved to 4-0 on the season, and they are now 2-0 in the West Michigan Conference Lakes Division. The Ludington Orioles, their first loss of the year, they fall by the score of 30-18. Ludington now 3-1 on the season, 1-1 in the West Michigan Conference Lakes Division. But I'll tell you what, I'm awfully proud of our Ludington Orioles in the game they played tonight.
Absolutely.
Right now, we're going to step aside for 2 minutes. You are watching and listening to 102.7 WMOM and the Oriole Sports Network, a bird's eye view of local sports. Stay tuned, O's fans, for the post-game show.
Hey everyone, this is Trent Lundquist from Lundquist Furniture. We've been serving West Michigan since 1940. We're here to serve you guys as a full-blown furniture store. So we have mattresses, we have recliners, we have dining room tables, anything that you would need to furnish your house, we have it. And we provide one of the best services around on the west side of Michigan. We will go anywhere in the whole state of Michigan. We will deliver it, we'll service it, we'll take care of you. I just want to appreciate you guys for being customers of ours, and we're here to serve you, and that's what we do. We're here for the Orioles. We're here for the Cardinals. We're here for the Spartans. We're proud to be a sponsor of this Oriole Sports Network.
You deserve more than just a fast quote when it comes to your insurance. With over 12 decades of experience, we at Smith & Eddy are here to provide you with the best information and to stand by your side when you need us most. With offices in Ludington, Scottville, and Manistee, we are happy to help at wherever home may be. Let our team of highly trained professionals help you find the best insurance to secure your lifestyle needs. The security you need from the people you know. Smith & Eddy Insurance.
Welcome back to Muskegon Oakridge, a very hard-fought football game here tonight in the West Michigan Conference. Only the third ever meeting between the Ludington Orioles and the Muskegon Oakridge Eagles, and I'll tell you, the Orioles trailed 14-6 at the half. They had cut it to 14-12 and were really battling their hearts out. And then Oakridge put together a couple of one long drive and one short drive where they're given really good field position. They went up 30-12. The Orioles came back with a late touchdown, 30-18. The Orioles were driving again near the end of the game, but an interception pretty much ended the ball game, and Ludington falls by 12, 30-18 to a very talented and a very solid Muskegon Oakridge team.
Yes, this Oakridge team looks like they're poised for another playoff run in Division 5. Very talented. They do a lot of things well. Very physical, great running back, great quarterback, great athletes, well coached. I mean, they're the full package, so I'm sure they're going to keep it rolling. They're now 4-0.
Yeah, what do you say, Evan? There's no moral victories.
We're not here for moral victories, but you got to focus on positives, right?
Yeah,
because the season's not over. We got a lot of big games left. Learn from it, move on, get ready to go.
And folks looking around, our opponents and the folks that follow high school football, they're going to look around, they're going to see that score, and it's going to raise some eyebrows.
Absolutely.
30-18 ball game
look
right
what happened
there.
to Manistee last week. Yeah. I mean, they lost by 33,
Yep.
and so there's a lot of positives once again.
There is, and we'll be talking to Oriole head coach Charlie Gunsel about that. Ludington did an awful lot of good things tonight here against the Muskegon Oakridge Eagles. Before we get to the stats, we want to thank Smith & Eddy Insurance, our exclusive post-game sponsor, covering all of the Lakeshore, a caring business foremost in insurance and community support. For peace of mind, let Smith & Eddy handle all of your insurance needs. Evan Cruzy with the stats.
Yeah, total offense, Ludington 263, Oakridge 345. For the Orioles, 188 coming through the air, 75 coming on the ground. I think that's the least amount of running yards the Orioles have had this year. I think a huge stat here, which we've talked about early in the game, was time possession. Finished with Oakridge at 32 minutes, Ludington at 15 minutes, so still more than double time possession. I think that's why that game kind of started to get away in the fourth quarter. The defense just kind of ran out of steam there. Passing-wise for the Orioles, Chase Hacker finished 10 for 24, 188 yards with 2 touchdowns in that late interception. Hackert also leading the way on the ground with 10 carries for 48 yards. That's almost 5 yards a carry. Trey Forfinski, 9 carries with that 1 touchdown score. Defensively for the Orioles, Trey led the way with 8.5 tackles. Gage Jones with 7. Aiden Gilchrist with 5.5, along with Levi. Don Wheaton with 4. Coley Nelson, 3.5.
And look at that. You love seeing this, Evan, as you look across the field and you look at a lot of our Oriole players there and the Oriole fans chatting with them right there. A lot of, obviously, parents and fans over there chatting with our team there. And you got to love seeing you got an Oriole spectator bus coming up tonight. And
yeah, it's great to see
coming
it travel.
Down.
You know, hopefully it continues. The guys deserve it. They're working hard. When you get support like that, it kind of gives you a little extra juice when you're on the road, too.
Exactly. And I want to remind all the Oriole fans out there who are tuned in, make sure you check out the Oriole Sports Network page later tonight. And we will have all the scoring by the scoring summary. We'll have the scoring by quarter. We'll have the team stats, the individual stats, and, of course, all of the area games of interest will be on the Oriole Sports Network page later this evening. Coach Charlie Gunsel coming up right now. I want to shake your hand, Coach. Coach, you know, the old saying is you always want to win, obviously.
Yeah.
No moral victories. But I'll tell you what, you got to be so darn proud of your team tonight, the way they competed against Muskegon Oakridge. A lot of great things happened out on that football field tonight. You had the game down to 14-12 there, and it just wasn't to be tonight.
Yeah, it slipped away from us. You know, we're beyond moral victories. You know, it's not something we believe in anymore. So, you know, we had them 14-12. We had a couple of opportunities offensively. You know, a big call. I mean, I'm not going to complain about officials, but, you know, I thought he blew it. And, you know, that would have been a first down and we're rolling. But that didn't make a difference in the ball game. Oakridge wore us down, you know, and that 34 Jones kid, he's a freaking load, man. He wore us down a bit. But our kids just kept battling, even to get the onside kick after the score. We're still trying to win the game. And, you know, we just, you know, ran out of gas a little bit, and they picked us off there at the end. But I told the kids, hey, anytime you guys want to battle, man, I'll battle with you, because they gave me everything they had tonight.
They sure did, and you're going to have all of your players they're going to sleep darn well tonight, you know, with the way they played tonight, and going to have some sore players tomorrow too. Hard-hitting ball game, exciting ball game tonight. Only the third meeting between these two schools and the first time they've met as conference opponents. Right. You got to be so proud of the play of your defensive line tonight.
Oh, they're just getting better. Coach Garrett's on those guys constantly. I mean, he doesn't give them an inch, and you know, being able to add Cole Hacker to the rotation a little bit, and you know, but Dunsel, Dunsel and Colby and Keffer and Hacker, they're doing a great job in there, and our ends are getting better. Dom's getting better. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes, and Mendez and Carter Nee are getting better. All right, so I thought they played well. I thought our secondary played well. I think probably Aiden Gilchrist probably led us in the first half in tackles, and Gage Jones flies. So defensively they gave us a chance to stay in the ball game. I thought offensively we stalled a little bit a couple of times, but when you're playing good football teams, that's going to happen. And I would say Oakridge is a pretty damn good football team.
Yeah, they are. A great play from your linebackers. And you know that's to be expected of Levi Lehman and Trey Forfinski. But, you look at the time of possession tonight, Coach. They had the ball, I believe Evan said, for 32 minutes.
Yeah.
To your team, to the Orioles having it for 15, I think.
I think we ran 7 or 9 offensive plays in the first half. So, you go into halftime, you try to figure out what the hell you're going to do, and you only got 9 plays to pick from. And that was our bad. We turned the ball over, and we just couldn't sustain drives. So it's tough going in at halftime with 9 plays. I think they ran like 39 plays or something in the first half. So, but like I said, I'm always going to pull a positive. And I tell you, our kids frickin' compete.
Yeah, they did.
They compete, and we're going to be okay. Like I said, we're not into moral victories. We wanted to win the ball game, but we're going to be all right.
Well, you had Oakridge on there, you had them on the run right there when it was 14-12. I mean, you definitely got their attention big time. And you look at the 44-yard touchdown pass from quarterback Chase Hacker to Aiden Gilchrist right there. And boy, the way he just took off with the afterburners right there. And then also the onside kick was really nice, recovering that.
Yeah, we executed that well.
Yeah, a lot of nice things, Coach. And play your offensive line.
Yeah, I thought for pass pro they were great. You know, I mean, we knew coming in it was going to be tough to run the ball. I mean, they got 7 guys in the box, and they're just trying to pinch everything in, and it makes it tough. So we knew that wasn't going to be like a focal point tonight. We knew we were going to have to throw the ball to be successful. And for the most part, I thought Chase threw the ball well.
You did.
He gave us opportunities. And, at the end of the game, obviously your receivers are gassed, and everybody's just falling back a little bit. But, we talked early in the year about our kids. We feel like we got good athletes on the perimeters. I still think we got some of the best receivers in West Michigan, and it's our job to get them the ball. And we got to figure out maybe be a little bit more creative and ways to do that. But at the end of the day, Scoop, I'm pleased with our effort, and I'm upset that we didn't win.
Yep. And as you said, it is so much fun watching those playmakers you have on offense. Coach, next week you get the Montague Wildcats at home. Finally, week 5.
Yeah.
Week 5, and you get your home opener finally, and you host the Montague Wildcats. They're going to be a mad Montague team after getting smoked tonight by the Whitehall Vikings in the battle for the bell.
Yeah, Whitehall, they're a long way down the road, but, Whitehall's a little different animal, Scoop. So Montague is a good football team, and they're going to come ready to go. But I am so excited to play at home. I'm so sick and tired of riding school buses, and we got a great transportation department. I'm not saying that, but I'm so tired of getting on that bus between 4 and 4:30. So our kids are going to be excited. I expect a huge crowd at Oriole Field, and we're going to play a little bit better football next week. And our effort's going to remain the same.
Last thing before I let you go, you got to be really happy seeing the Ludington faithful that came down here to
awesome.
Muskegon Oakridge tonight. You got fan buses this year, and those stands were there was a lot of orange over there, orange and black, and pulling for their Orioles.
Well, the Hacker Mobile greeted us when we got off the bus. The grills were rolling, and they were having a good time. So that's just part of the ambiance of high school football, and they're making it special for our kids. And it's great when you go places and people are there to support you, and our kids feed off that. And I think our crowd really in the third quarter helped our defense. I think our kids were feeding off the people in the stands, and it was good to have a hell of a game there for a while, and just kind of it squeaked away from us at the end. But hey, we'll go back to work.
We sure did. We had one heck of a ball game, Coach. And is there anything better? There's nothing better than Michigan high school football in the fall.
I've liked it for 23 years, so that's where I want to be.
Well, enjoy the weekend, Coach, and we'll talk to you next week at home as your Orioles battle the Montague Wildcats.
If I can remember how to get to the press box at home, I'll be there.
That's Oriole coach Charlie Gunsel. His team played their heart out tonight against a very, very good and talented Muskegon Oakridge team. They fall by the score of 30-18. Evan Cruzy, final comments.
Well, like Coach Gunsel said, they're going to be all right. Right? There's a lot of good here. Move on from it. A lot of season to go. Still in a good spot. Still 3-1. Life's good. Orioles will be just fine.
And with that, I can't top what you just said, Evan. So with that said, for our executive producer, our executive director, the one and only Thad Shank, for the owner of 102.7 WMOM, Chris Nicholas, for our technical engineer, the one and only Braden Kronline, and for our camera woman, the one and only Julia Havman, and pretty darn good color commentary man, Evan Cruzy. This is the voice of the Orioles, Todd Scoop Hansen, saying good night and so long from Muskegon Oakridge. Once again, your final score, the Muskegon Oakridge Eagles 30, the Ludington Orioles 18. Good night, folks. Have a great weekend. Look forward to talking to you next week from Oriole Field as the Montague Wildcats come to town. Enjoy your weekend.